Ew, I hated that. Fucking Elmo laugh.
What was that giggle for? Jesus Christ.
I mean, I was like, what is the most egregious thing I can think of in the moment?
You giggle like you saw your first pair of breasts.
Yeah. Finally see my first pair of tits.
That's
I definitely did giggle too. I definitely did giggle for something.
I think I giggled as well.
First time I giggled.
I'm sure I did too. I just don't remember. Because that does seem like the natural.
It's either a
thing
giggle or a unbelievable smile, like seeing God's face smile.
Yeah, like a guffaw maybe, or like a. I don't know, whatever, who cares? Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. It's me, Chris. It's him, Derek. It's no, it's not Derek.
Oh, shit.
Crazy as did that in real life.
It's him, Sweet. It's him, Derek.
Damn.
Crazy.
I wouldn't expect you to be one of the people that think we all look alike.
You know.
All right, that's fair.
That's fair.
Patreon.com/Snark Tank, early access, ad-free, all that crap. SnarkTank.shop for merch, which, by the way... Autistic and Afraid merch. If you Google Autistic and Afraid merch and you get something that isn't snarktank.shop, don't buy it. It's completely stolen. So please go to snarktank.shop. It's crazy. This thing got immediately stolen within like 3 days. It's on some random website. I'm in the process of trying to get it taken down, but even the people that I have spoken to thus far have been like, it's like a game of whack-a-mole, really. Because the second you hit one, somebody else is going to pop up and do the same thing.
So am I assuming that? So they just took the image and put it on there, or are they like?
They just took the PNG and were just like, I don't know, just poorly Photoshop this on a shirt and steal it, or maybe it's AI. Somebody sent me like, look at the flowery AI like description of the shirt, and it's very funny because it's just like, this is not. It's like trying to be wholesome. Because it doesn't understand the irony.
Dude,
wait, speaking of AI, have you guys seen people arguing with Grook on fucking Twitter? Have you seen those posts?
Did he?
Oh, Grook.
Grook is crazy. That's a slur, basically.
No, it's not.
It's almost.
That is a slur.
It's almost.
So is Nagger. You know, like
chill.
Hey, man. We're trying to keep this show PG or something. Come on,
we're
man.
not. But at least give us a couple minutes in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I don't know if the algorithm will know.
I'm sure people are arguing with Grok, but I don't want to get lost in the plot, lost in the paint with this. This shirt was stolen immediately, dude. Like fucking instantly.
Like a few days.
So that should be at least it's a sign of that you made something really what's the word that I'm looking for? I don't want to say valuable because that's not true.
Yeah,
but like
cool.
You made something. I'm trying to look for something.
It hits outside of the intended range of the audience.
Yeah,
where people are like, "Oh, that's a good shirt. I would wear that even if I had no idea what the fucking show was."
Yeah,
which is nice. I appreciate it. That same thing happened with the Kill Me shirt, to be honest.
Right,
but that sucks, especially because like if you search "Autistic and Afraid" shirt, it's like it's the one that shows up. Ours doesn't show up for some reason. Don't know what that's about. Google sucks, I guess. But yeah, snarktank.shop if you want.
That's tragic.
Snarktank.shop if you want that shirt. It also comes in more colors than the stolen one does. Comes in that Sonic blue, which I think is appropriate. So yeah,
it absolutely is. That's what really makes it. Especially, I imagine a lot of people understand that. Especially people that are fans of Sonic, they get it.
Yeah,
you think they know?
They have to.
They must know.
They have to.
You think they know? You think they're aware?
And I think they're the ones that are gonna. We got to make sure we push it to that market, really. So this dumbass company AI, whatever the fuck did it, they're trying to corner that market probably. So
yeah,
I think it's time for people to make sure you post this stuff on Reddit or wherever. Where do Sonic fans hang out? Where are they?
I don't know. I don't know. Indoor swimming pools.
Yeah. So I guess go to an indoor swimming pool. And
I forgot those are real. I forgot.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that interesting? Like I know that they're real. What you've never been
like
to
at a resort or something?
Never an indoor. Those are in. I guess no, never actually.
He's genuinely broke. He said Grook already.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think I've ever been to indoor swimming pool in my life, actually.
Okay. You've never, there's never ran into one? Just like you've never seen a circus tent?
No, maybe the YMCA. Maybe when I went there, like when I was in the summer, I was like, yeah, that has to be the only time.
I remember taking swimming classes in an indoor swimming pool. I think at like a YMCA or something, or some. I don't know. They're around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
but
lot of schools have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Schools, gyms.
Arlington had one. I remember
Hotels
that.
have them a lot of
A lot of
times.
colleges also like have them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I think my community college had an indoor pool. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I never went to because I'm not going to a fucking pool while I'm at school. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? But like, I also
crazy.
don't like swimming that much. That's the thing. I think swimming is really boring.
Wow, what a surprise!
I know how to swim to
Boring.
get out of water. That's it. I can swim out of the water to land.
So I guess I've never thought of swimming as something that's supposed to be like exciting. It's more.
It's
of
fun
like,
when I was a kid. It
If
was
you're
fun.
playing games in it, like the act of swimming isn't necessarily the fun thing. A lot for most people, I feel like it's what you're doing in the pool with people. Usually,
Oh, for sure. But I've even that gets boring to me after a while. I'm like, I don't really like.
Well, that's everything.
I don't like
I
this.
guess so.
I guess when I was a kid, you know, it would keep my attention less like a shorter time than like.
To me, the pool is always the only value of the pool has always been just like it's hot.
Yeah.
So let's just be outside without suffering from heat. And also grabbing the ledge and doing that Spider-Man lean that everybody does.
Yeah, like you
Dude,
can latch onto it. Yeah.
that's such a universal thing. Like every 10-year-old boy in a pool is doing that.
we had a pool in the complex I lived in, and I
still
swam
do
there
that.
sometimes.
I still do that too. Yeah. honestly.
I still go to pools randomly. I go to random people's pools, and I'm doing that in their pool. And they're like,
Jump
what the
over.
fuck are you? And I'm like,
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I actually, I secured a new apartment,
Hey, nice.
and yeah, they got a pool, but also they have a playground. I was like, I don't like this. It feels like
Oh.
it's inviting like dumb kids to that. Probably, I imagine, you know, because there's a gate, but it's open during the day. So there's still some people that could walk in. It's the playground isn't gated off, you know. So it invites. I feel like there's gonna be some people that are gonna, why do this is much closer than the park, and then they're gonna be here, and I'm gonna have to, you know, say that person's a pedophile to get them off my property.
I mean, that's
a kid's gonna run, is gonna slip, hit his head on the fucking side ground, and slide into the pool, and you're gonna be like, oh man, this is really
that's
unfortunate.
fine.
Do you think a
this is really
playground?
unfortunate?
I'm okay with that.
That's kind of an interesting situation though, because like there's a playground. You're saying it's attached to the property, basically.
Yeah, there's a playground.
It's
on
in
the
a
property.
courtyard, basically.
Yeah.
So that's interesting because a playground would theoretically lure a predator, right?
Technically,
But if a playground is part of a building, it kind of also guarantees that a predator, at least a convicted one, can't be in the building. They can't live there.
you can't live there
because they can't. You know, they wouldn't be able to be around.
That actually is kind of nice. I like that.
It'd be
I'll
like
take that
opposite
gamble.
and negative.
Yeah.
Like this,
Yeah, I'll take the gamble because there might be one
polarity.
sniffing around that doesn't live there that still might like, you know, like onto the premise.
Right.
But like,
What if he painted himself? What if he like that guy in Hunger Games that painted himself like a tree? What if he painted himself like the slide as kids are going down it?
he paints himself.
That
That's
is
crazy.
so fucking disgusting. That is so fucking bothersome. Oh my
He's
god.
butt ass naked, just paints himself yellow.
Exactly.
Like,
It's
that's
the same color.
And he's
His
laying,
eyes-
down, and he's laying down like this.
His eyes open.
That is so fucking Ew, man.
slide feels
There are real
weird.
people doing that right now at this very moment.
I feel like that has worked more than it
Probably.
should have ever worked, honestly.
I saw that scene in Hunger Games. I was like, how are people taking this seriously?
Guys, speaking of pedophiles, holy shit.
Oh no.
So I was watching. This isn't a big deal, but I thought it was funny. I was watching a Katy Perry video because I didn't realize how big and influential she is.
She's not so much anymore, but before she was popular,
I didn't realize because I was like, why is everyone talking about this bitch? Who cares? You know, because it was like, oh, it's downfall. She's problematic or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just, in my mind, I didn't know how massive she was. So that surprised me. And then it got to the part of her career where when she did that thing on American Idol where she kissed that guy.
Oh yeah.
And I made a video about it. A lot of people like just like made fun of that. And there's a clip circulating around of me like, you know, being all gross and like trying to lick Katy Perry like I'm kind of getting on stage. And I thought it was funny because I want to find that clip again because that guy that she kissed, the guy that I was watching, his name's Patrick CC. He's like, oh, by the way, that guy, he got busted with hundreds of pictures of child porn on his fucking on his phone. And I was just like, yo, caught me completely off guard. I'm just watching this thing. Oh yeah, I remember when this happened. Oh, by the way, this guy's a massive pedophile.
That's great. That's really unfortunate.
It's crazy.
God damn.
Except looking at that guy too, he's not somebody that I ever would have clocked. He looked like a genuine, honest incel Christian that's never been kissed, like he said.
The plot. The plot's right there.
Is that the
You
plot?
revealed the plot. Yeah.
Is that the plot?
Yeah.
Usually the
not the
incels
plot.
are like, I hate women, and they're trying to find out how to shoot them or something.
That's crazy.
I mean,
those are the alpha incels. Those
Yeah,
are
the
those are the alpha
He's
incels.
stronger than a regular incel.
It's like the incel that pops up and he's got like a health bar, you know?
yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Like, uh-oh.
You see a big red bar pops on the screen. It says Elliot Roger, and it's like that's a boss. That's a boss fight for
Fucking
sure.
Dark Souls music.
Gwyn.
This incel has a death grab. If you frame it incorrectly, you get grabbed and then shotguns you in the gut.
Yeah,
You
it's a
died.
crazy world out there, man.
It is pretty crazy, but yeah, you can't trust anybody, man. Even the little, hey, I've never been kissed, and it's like he's never been kissed because he's never been able to grab a baby. You know, like.
Well, on that note, let's move on to. A lot of people asked us about this. A lot of people wrote in about this "stop killing games" thing.
Oh, right.
That we somehow didn't touch on. I'm actually kind of I don't know why it completely skipped our radar. Like I have no idea. I think people were telling me about it, but I was just busy doing other shit and I just didn't pay attention to it. But this is kind of blown up in the last week, I would say.
Yeah. What's the main guy that started its name? I forget his name.
His name's Ross, but his YouTube channel is Accursed Farms.
Okay.
Which is awesome because like I saw him, I haven't seen this guy pop up in like a very, very long time.
Uh-huh.
But he was like early machinima. Like he did this show called Freeman's Mind, where like it was just Half-Life, but like he would like vocalize the inner monologue of like Gordon Freeman, who's just like complaining about being late for work and just like how he's like he doesn't get enough benefits and shit. It was really good. And it like the voice is like unmistakable. I was like, I can't believe that's Freeman's Mind at the at the core of this initiative.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was like the main crux of this is like it's an initiative to be sent through I think EU Parliament or something to get them to start considering legislation as about like for the video game industry to prevent games from essentially dying or being rendered completely unplayable once servers go offline, or once the developers are tired of updating it, which is a problem. A lot of games are kind of set to die. A lot of games are loaded server side. A lot of other things, there's a lot of Destiny 1 or like Destiny 2 is a good example. Like you're not gonna be able to play that game without an internet connection. And so I think the core of this initiative is to like maybe push forward the idea of like, hey, listen, we paid for this product. There's no end of life agreement in the EULA, the EULA.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of fucked up that you could just rip this thing away from me. At least leave it in a somewhat functioning, playable state. Even if all the online features don't work. In Destiny, for example, let me run around the maps and shoot the AI at least.
Sure.
Leave it at least barely functional. And that's kind of the core of the initiative. And it's cool. I think I like it. I think it's good. I don't think it aims to... There's a lot of misinformation about it, I think, stemming from that pirate software guy.
I think that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's the only misinformation I've seen.
Yeah, because it seems pretty straightforward
What
to
did
me.
he say?
He said a lot.
Yeah, he said a lot of shit. He, as far as I know, like he doesn't like how vague it is because he's like, well, laws can't be this vague. It leaves too much. It's weird. Like this is going to make it harder for people to make online live service because they're going to be saddled with a bunch of legal weight that they're not going to want to pursue because the government's crashing down on it. It's like, well, it's not a law. It doesn't have to be specific. It's an initiative to get people talking about potential laws. And again, it's not going to like retroactively save things. I think a lot of games that are made that way are kind of done. But in the future, so that developers have in mind to be like, oh, hey, we have to guarantee that this game is going to be playable in some way, shape, or form once we stop supporting it. Let's design it in that way to account for that future. So it's not going back and like if Destiny goes offline, it's not going to be like, well, now the customers have recourse to sue Bungie because this law passed afterwards. Like that's not really how it works, but that seems to be what people who don't want it to pass think it is. It's very strange.
That's so clearly not it, though. Because like, how do you retroactively do that?
You can't. Well, that's kind of the thing. It's like you can't. There's a lot of server clients. There's a lot of third-party software that are like tied to that stuff that you can't. That's not gonna work. But in the future, it makes sense to at least have some kind of basis for like, okay, well, if this is a rule going forward, we need to figure out how we're going to do that. It's going to lead to a better outcome for everybody, because if your favorite online game goes offline, at the very least, you get to experience it somewhat, even in a GIMP state, as opposed to just like, servers are offline. Sorry, you can't even go to the loot cave and in D1 even if you wanted, or even just for game preservation. Like, I think this is like a no-brainer win. Like, I don't know why people are against it, but most people seem to be on board with it. Pirate Software seems to be the only guy.
He was the only one that I've seen genuinely. I imagine there was people that started following his lead. Like, unfortunately, what happens all the time with like propaganda, where they introduce something that nobody was talking about, and then people start running with that narrative. And that's the only thing that I've seen. I haven't seen anything that is, I have a legitimate concern that has nothing to do with what Pirate Software said. It's what he said. And then, of course, when you just read, like, say, any of the disclaimers or what the whole Stop Killing Games initiative's about, it's like, hey, everything this guy's saying is just counterintuitive to what we're talking about. And I thought that was really weird. And it almost just seemed like a vendetta. Where I was like, what happened? Why? What did he do? Did he fuck his girl or something?
Well,
did video games fuck his wife?
Maybe. Like, why is he doing this?
I've seen some discourse about like, well, he's making a live service game right now. So he doesn't want to be saddled with the governmental responsibility. I've also seen people in good faith just kind of interpret him as like he's just generally anti-government getting involved with the games industry at all, like point blank period. So
aren't they already sort of involved with it, though?
Not really. Well, it's why the ESRB exists. The ESRB is not a government entity. The ESRB is like, the games industry set the ESRB up specifically to avoid being like over-regulated by the government.
I thought, isn't there still some sort of affiliation in the first place to be able to move the product of the games?
I mean, I'm sure there's some. The industry's so huge now. Like, I can't imagine that there isn't some form, but it's way lighter than it could be.
Yeah, granted, it could. We could turn every
compared to other industries. Like, film is like way more heavily regulated than video games are. I think, in fact, like the craziest. It was probably like when the loot boxes started coming in was when things started. And then I guess the Microsoft acquisition was when like a lot of government was paying attention to that shit. But there's not a lot of legal recourse as far as like your rights to own video games. Like, that's not really like fleshed out. That's
the point where
and so yeah, I don't know, like right now, I think the goal is, 1 million signatures, as far as I'm aware, on this piece of legislation, or not the legislation, on the initiative to get it passed in either EU Parliament or something along those lines. Americans can't vote in on it. It's a strictly EU initiative. So on the off chance that we have some EU listeners, consider signing that thing, because I really think it's a no-brainer. I've seen a lot of people signal boost it. I know PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye got on board. Critical. It's so funny how everybody's just like, everybody's just. I've seen so many people just dogging on Pirate Software, and I'm so happy about it, because like I've seen this dude pop up every now and again, and it's always in the most annoying way. Like, I remember like when Astrobot won Game of the Year last year. Yeah, and he was like, it should have been Black Myth Wukong. He was like, that game did so much for the industry, and I'm like,
did it?
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying?
It finally let China have a seat in the video game industry, I guess.
China's done been here, dude. Yeah, like, it was the biggest game from China, I guess, but like, we've had
biggest AAA.
Yeah, really. the biggest God of War clone from China. Yeah.
Can you name other Chinese games? All the Tencent shit. Never mind.
All the Tencent shit.
Yeah, forget it. Yeah,
no, they're like they
and I think
they
Rivals
rule
Chinese?
The Gacha franchise.
Rivals is Chinese. That's what I was saying. It's like it wasn't even the best Chinese game to come out that year.
That's true.
That's what's so wild about it. Although I guess like Marvel Rivals came out after the cutoff period. I think for Game of the Year.
Makes sense.
Though it wouldn't have been nominated. I don't think. But Yeah, dude. I don't know. Yeah, consider signing it. I don't know exactly what the website is for the initiative, but like I'm sure if you Google "Stop Killing Games," you'll find it pretty fucking immediately.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know Critical, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie all posted about it. So yeah, Pirate Software is fucking lame.
Yeah, and good thing he actually started talking shit though, because
Yeah, it worked out kind of in like a reverse way.
Absolutely did, because now you see all the people that started talking about it, like Moist Critical and everybody. Absolutely boosted it. I think even Philip DeFranco might have talked about it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That was one I saw that was kind of surprising. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. So it definitely.
Well, I know he games himself too.
So the last time I checked it was at 500,000 signatures.
Yeah.
And the guy Ross did a video on it because he was like, well, we got like a month left and it doesn't seem like we're going to get it. So I'm just going to talk about how this thing is failing. Basically. And he was like, we fucked up. We didn't, we're just not getting the steam that we need. And also this fucking asshole completely misled a bunch of people. And it totally worked out because like, as of right now, I think it's going until the end of July. And I checked it like, I think 5 days ago and it was 500,000 signatures. And now it's 870,000. So it's 87% of the way there.
Good.
That's cool. That's sick. I hope they do it.
Yeah, that's that was a total Streisand effect of that fucking pirate software guy.
Yeah, because he was like, not only am I not going to sign this petition, I'm going to actively tell people not to.
Yeah, I'm like, well,
With his like fake deep voice that he puts on.
there you go. Yeah, I saw a couple of things. I didn't really know that much about him, and other than just a couple of clips, and I'm like, that guy sucks. But
He just comes across as like arrogant in a way that doesn't feel like, because apparently he worked at Blizzard, which like
I actually, yeah,
checks out, I guess.
yeah, I kind of.
Interesting. Curious.
Also, apparently, it's not that hard to get a job at Blizzard, because even one of my buddies that he was just a WoW freak. He got a job there. Like, I was like, what did you don't even go to school?
Well,
like,
dude, fucking Grums worked at Blizzard.
Right.
Also. So it's like Grums is like TYT almost. Where like everybody who worked there just kind of goes off and goes insane.
Yeah.
Remember when Blizzard was cool? Remember they were awesome?
Remember when people respected them like highly?
Dude, when I was like 17, dog, people love. Well, not 17. That's probably in the way the ending era of it. But like when Wrath of the Lich King came out, I remember that being the time where Blizzard was the shit.
Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah. From WoW, remember the Arthas one with the snow and ice?
I never played WoW.
You ever played WoW ever?
No.
Was it time? Was it time like any other?
I think I watched a friend play it and I thought this looks clunky and bad. So I just never bothered to play it.
If you didn't grow up in that genre, yeah, absolutely. Because that was me too. That was me looking at my friend playing at the highest level. And I'm like, this looks like there's people just shitting numbers all over the screen.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. I was just like, this isn't. It was.
I loved
the
WoW.
most I could do was like Diablo 2. That was like of anything that was even like relative, like, hey, let's go raid some dungeons kind of MMO thing.
Yeah.
And then just a bunch of bullshit on the screen, but it looked cool. That was the difference. It looked the art. I didn't realize how much art mattered to me when I seeing something like that where there's still a lot of shit going on the screen versus seeing WoW, and I was like, this is underwhelming, but I understand. I understand it's a
place and time thing. I think I definitely respected it. I liked the idea.
StarCraft was like I couldn't comprehend that game.
Me neither. Yeah,
I was like this. Like first of all, people that play that game, they're a different breed. Like to be good at that game,
if you're playing at
you're like, because watching our friends would play the game and they were like, we're so good, we got this. And then I was like, oh, I want to get into StarCraft. I'm gonna look into it because I never really played it. I played WoW, so that might be like some sort of translation over. And I was like, oh, these Koreans are different. They're just different from me. They can process faster than I can.
Yeah,
Watching them at a cafe. They sit down at a cafe with their latte, and they're there till the sun goes down, and they're just so many. Like how many inputs a minute? Like 300 inputs a minute, and it's like, how are you doing
some
this?
absurd shit?
Like, how are you doing this?
It's just like that's what like I feel like a lot of boomers think we're doing when we're playing video games. Like, you're just wasting your time. I'm like, no, I'm playing. I'm having fun. I'm not. dehydrating and almost on the brink of death, like those fucking cafe guys.
They're not used to the narrative part of video games. That's why.
Yeah, they think like, you're just fucking wasting your life. And I'm like, I'm not.
If I played Last of Us with my grandma would have been like, holy shit, this is interesting. She would have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's a lot of games like that where like people just are unfamiliar with them.
I dragged her through Dragon Age 1. My grandma would be like, I don't know if I believe in God exactly anymore. I'm like, I know, right, grandma?
I don't know if I believe in God.
Right, grandma? Isn't that crazy?
All hail Corinthians.
Exactly.
Yeah, fucking
real?
yeah, WoW, I appreciated it. I thought WoW like was cool conceptually. I thought like the idea was like the idea of MMOs have always been appealing to me, but like the actual gameplay of most of them was just like, this is not fun to me.
I think that's the only MMO I've actually really played. I don't count Destiny as one. Even
not
though
really.
It technically, Destiny is WoW with guns, actually straight up, but
yeah,
I think of it as FPS more so. It is literally built like the people that made Destiny are like top level WoW raiders. Like they all came from that.
I know that,
but it's an FPS to me first and foremost.
Yeah.
But I play Crucible mostly.
it's a gameplay game.
That's why
it's a gameplay oriented game with that stuff on top of it.
100%,
But yeah, WoW was just so culturally relevant that like you couldn't
escape it.
You couldn't escape. Dude, that Leroy Jenkins clip is ancient internet history. But like,
ancient, really? Is that old?
It is fucking elderly. That was probably 2003, 2004. That was
Really?
That was pre YouTube, I think. Genuinely. And I think it like,
I don't know that.
I mean, I could be wrong, but like it strikes me as something.
I remember that. Let
me look it up.
Everybody like, oh, you got this proc?
Right.
You got that proc? All right, everybody ready? You got this? You got that cooldown ready? You know what key that is? And everybody's like, yeah, let's just hurry up, man. Let's go, dude. I have to work in the morning. I love hearing that. I got to work in the morning. I'm freaking like 15 and like, I got to work tomorrow, dude. Oh, my kid's crying. 1 sec. And I'm like, this is really happening? Like, this is, dude. It was magical. I really would love to go back to that period of time and like just record all of my video game experiences at that time. Just like record them in like all the moments that made me like yell the most after I beat it, or was like the most like, I can't believe I finally did this.
The original video titled Leroy was released by the World of Warcraft player guild Pals for Life to video sharing site Warcraft Movies on May 11th, 2005. So like,
oh wow, just a little bit,
just a little bit before YouTube, because I think YouTube was later that year.
2 decades ago.
I think so. I think it might have been September, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, it was later than May. I know that. And so
Wait,
yeah, man.
I can easily that YouTube, the first video ever with that guy at the zoo.
Yeah, the at the zoo. Me at the zoo, I think is what it's called.
So fucking shitty.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's just some guy being like, I'm at the zoo.
It's like 17 seconds. Oh, it's like 19 seconds. It's like, zoo, and there's elephants in the background, and then, okay. Then it's just like done. You're like, riveting.
That's the first one. It makes sense, dude.
It's so crazy that is unironically like one of the most important things ever created.
Yeah.
What do you think is the most? What do you think is the most?
April 23rd. Okay.
Wait a minute.
April 23rd, 2005.
Oh, really? So it was before.
So wait, well, when was that one?
May, right?
Oh shit. Yeah.
That's
okay.
crazy.
Well, there you go.
I mean, to be fair, barely. You know.
Yeah.
And also YouTube didn't really start kicking up until like I would say like 2006, 2007.
What do you think?
You think this guy's still alive?
That guy actually got assassinated.
I hope it's still okay.
That's just Elliot Rodger.
That's how?
I don't know. It just looks
What
like
do you
him.
think is the most impressive YouTube video you ever watched in your life?
The most impressive YouTube video I ever watched in my life? I think it was probably something I shouldn't have seen.
What do you mean?
It was probably like some
yoga?
some yoga thing.
some chiropractor video.
Some uploaded 5 seconds ago. Like yoga, how to lift yourself with just your labia or something.
Brother, I'm
Dude,
sure
I go on that every now and then. I'm like, how is this on here?
I haven't done it in a while because it's educational. That's
I
literally the stipulation.
I showed Lily that. Remember the Filipino guy that showed his asshole? I showed Lily that video, and she was like, "What the fuck is this doing on here?" And I was like, "This is on YouTube.
It's educational.
That's all you got to do. Education.
I saw one about bleaching your asshole. I saw one about how to properly
Hey, look at that. They
place
actually
a condom on a penis.
they haven't removed anything, but they at least put blurs. So you can't.
Interesting.
That's an actual. It's weird because I feel like they can just delete them, but like this is the compromise to where now you can at least not have tits and ass immediately pop up on your phone, but you know, you kind of have to go out of your way. Like in the comment sections, you always see people say, "Oh, I'm on the weird side of YouTube."
Yeah,
I'm on the weird side of YouTube again. I'm like,
yeah, I don't know. The most impressive, it's probably something like, probably like "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared."
Very good.
Was the first time that I was like, that's kind of crazy that's possible. Do you know what that is?
No, don't hug me. I'm scared. No.
Oh, really? It was like a puppet.
It's like
kinda,
a British existential puppet show.
Yeah, it was like it was classic internet where it would be like did you?
I was just clicking on a couple of things. I want to see what's going on with the shorts, like if they're just as crazy. And it was more just they're trying to pretend like it's not sexual, but like this bitch had a bikini on and like her fucking camel toe's about to explode out of the fucking bottom. You know, like it's basically the same thing, but I just get your algorithm completely on that.
But wait, algorithm.
You didn't finish explaining, did you?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For me, it was the duck at the lemonade stand. That was the first YouTube video I saw.
Oh, the duck song?
I fucking love this song.
The duck?
Bum, bum, bum.
The issue is, it's like I can't remember what is a YouTube video.
Impressive?
Yeah, I love that video.
I mean, that's not really what it.
Is it impressive?
It's not really, I don't think it's impressive though, is it?
No, not at all. But
Okay, well,
no.
not engaging with the question at all.
Not engage with my own question. I asked the question.
I know.
I don't know. I most impressive YouTube video.
Oh,
ever.
you know what? Actually, probably is the real answer. Is probably like one of those OK Go music videos.
Here we go. Here we
go.
Oh, the
elevator. That was the
treadmill was the first one, but like
plane?
every single music video that they've ever done is insane. It's like that, but like they keep going crazy. They did one with mirrors that I was just like, that is the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen.
I've never seen that. I think I've only seen the song with the
Muppets?
treadmill.
They made a song with the Muppets?
I think they did.
What the fuck? I had no idea.
I don't know what to. I don't know if I can trust anything that you say. Is the issue?
We may have made a song for the Muppet movie. We made a song for the Muppet movie.
Very different.
But I don't. Wait a minute.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up.
Yeah.
Be on your phone in a productive way.
One sec. Oh, my
I think Dude Perfect was actually really impressive. But then they got old real fast.
Yeah.
Because it was like, you've done like the most impressive shit already. Like, oh, I'm gonna make
the Muppet Show theme song.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Sense.
That makes sense.
That
I mean,
makes sense.
they would be tapped to do something like that. I think they worked with Henson. I think the Henson warehouse or whatever.
Before he got like AIDS or whatever.
Yeah. I think
Curious.
they should go on Creator Clash.
The fuck. Okay, go.
Yeah.
You have to fight all of them.
Yeah, you have to fight. You have to fight them in an elaborate ring.
Yeah,
there's constantly shifting.
Where there's treadmills and trampolines and shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? What do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening, by the way. No way.
What?
Creator Clash, this shit's canceled as fuck.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't even know what's going on with that at this point. I've seen, the only thing that I know is that something significant must have happened because I've seen a bunch of thumbnails of the fall of iDubbbz or the iDubbbz something, and I'm like, oh, what happened now? I'm not gonna watch.
I just see people keep dropping out, and it's just like that thing's canceled. If I put it, I wish I could bet on it in some way. Like I wish I could put money on it because I'm so confident that thing is like not happening.
In your guys' point of view, well, let me say this before I ask. Vince McMahon was so annoyed that the XFL failed all them years ago.
What's the XFL?
So the XFL was the Extreme Football League. He tried to start his own football league. Crazy. And the interesting thing is some of the ideas were good enough to where the NFL stole it. Like some of the Sky camera, there was certain things that like this is pretty cool.
Really?
Miking the players and stuff like that. Yeah, like so there were some innovative ideas.
They
that the
mic
NFL
players?
Stole.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Especially insane.
Especially the quarterback.
Yeah,
you know?
could be.
So you can hear
their players.
You know, like just sounding like freaks.
It pees That's what I would imagine it would sound like. I feel like there's no way it sounds good.
It actually sounds really good.
They're just yelling, but like they usually
it's like they have a binaural microphone. It's like the ear microphone.
Dude, there's a weird. there's a culture with being a quarterback to where they all yell the same. Like they all have different voices, right? You know, everybody talks differently, but they all sound exactly the same when they're actually starting their hike. Like, hey, like it all gets the same. And
I'm convinced all sports people are clones of the same people over and over again. Because the same thing is true of like baseball announcers. Like I remember, like I went home for a little bit, like this year or like earlier this year, like I think late last year. And I think like someone was watching a baseball game, like a recent one, or like one from very, very recently. And I swear to God, the announcer sounded exactly the same as like when I was like 5. And I was like, there's no way that's the same guy. Because that guy,
unless he's like 90, 100.
It wasn't because he was like 30.
Oh,
you know,
so he's just doing.
It's like radio show, like radio show hosts or YouTubers. YouTubers have a certain kind of voice.
I fucking hate it.
There's,
you ever heard the YouTube voice?
I know the TikTok voice.
I mean, there's a TikTok voice, yes, but there's absolutely a YouTube voice.
I don't think there's a YouTube voice.
There's absolutely.
What's the YouTube voice? Do it for me.
I mean, I can't do it because I'm not.
You know why you can't do it? Because there isn't one.
No, I can't do it because I'm not a YouTuber. But there's like a YouTube voice.
That doesn't make sense. You could do things
like,
that
hey
you aren't.
guys, what's going on? Today's episode, like that kind of like cadence.
That's
like that.
Deji.
That's a lot of content creators. It's a lot.
I guess
he was using Deji as an example.
Deji's so homogenous. No, that's not Deji. It's actually 100 other people too.
I know what you mean. The fake energy. There's that thing that people do. There's the fake energy thing, which I don't love it.
And then now there's archetypes.
It works
right?
for
there's that. Then there's like the critical, where like people come in and they're like, "Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna go through this thing." Where it's people just copying.
People do emulate. That is what.
Hey guys, everybody.
Yeah.
What a shit boner of a fart this turned out to be.
Yeah.
Stop killing games is crazy.
All right, later.
Like if you start a fresh channel wearing
Pucker
a white
your
tee,
assholes.
do it. The algorithm will reward you. If you just do a channel that's called what would it be? Moist Critical's nemesis.
It'd be dry miss. dry miss.
Oh, critical. I didn't even think.
Like critical damage.
What's the opposite of critical? A minuscule. Dry minuscule.
Yeah, dry.
No. What's the opposite of critical?
Just irrelevant.
Minuscule is kind of works. It kind of works.
Dry minimal.
What did you say? Irrelevant?
Yeah, like or something like that.
Dry.
Yeah. A critical point or like a negligible.
Yeah.
Like dry negligible.
I think it's negligible. Yeah.
Hey, it's me. Dry negligible.
You have to have energy. Like, what's going on? It's me. Dry.
You gonna ask Grok or something?
Nah, I don't talk to Grok.
Yeah, talk to Grook right now.
Yeah, Grook. I am Grook.
I can't believe you slurred.
Yeah,
it's not. I could say something way worse. I have it in me.
What'd you call me, Grook? No. What's his name? Groot? Yeah, that's it.
Complimentary is, I guess they say, is the opposite.
Complimentary is being critical of someone. See,
yeah.
There's a lot of meanings for the word critical is the issue.
I like the game one because then using miss and dry miss actually sounds kind of good.
Dry miss.
Yeah,
that sounds like a turn of phrase, like an expression. Like it was a dry miss.
It was a dry miss. I like it. Hey, it's me,
or
dry
safe.
miss.
Dry safe.
Dry safe.
All right,
I think
amazing.
miss sounds a little better. So, Chris, start your new channel. Wear a white T-shirt.
Okay.
Get a little get a little paler. Put on a wig.
Get a little paler. Like you're just gonna will yourself to be paler.
Just get a little paler. Get a wig. You know.
Stay out of the sun for about a month.
Don't you dare go in the sun. Don't turn on any lights.
Okay.
Keep your bedroom dark.
I always do that.
That's it.
The algorithm will. I've seen it though. I've seen people. There's that guy Too Lazy to Try. And then there's somebody that emulated him exactly the same, except for in the MMA space. And his channel blew up immediately. Because he's just like, he starts off the same way. Like, Too Lazy goes, all right. That's the first thing he says in every video. All right, this happened, whatever. And then this happened. And so the other guy does the same thing. The thumbnails are the same. And then it can't tell the difference.
Yeah, well, I saw somebody do something crazy. Bye.
I saw this really sick MMA fight where a guy used boxing way better.
Yeah, we don't have any problem with Charlie.
Charlie's video on the Stop Killing Games thing was actually really good.
Yeah.
But
stop killing my ass.
I saw some guy spin kick a baby in the back of the fucking head. Absolute cinema. All right, good night, guys.
Good night.
Cinema.
Absolute Grook.
That sounds
Hey Grok.
suspicious.
Hey Grok, why won't my cock stop growing?
Why won't
my cock stop growing?
Yeah, that's it.
See, if I was subscribed to that bullshit, I would ask that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta get your
Serious
value.
question.
You gotta get.
I think it's really funny.
It's actively poisoning water supplies in fucking Michigan, and like eroding the ozone layer every time we ask it, "What's up, grok?"
Yeah,
But whatever. Who cares?
I've heard that. I've heard about how much energy it sucks, and just for, and then people are having mundane conversations with AI. How are you doing today, Chat GPT?
Hey, grok.
It's like 50,000 4090s running at max crank, just to say, "I'm good. How are you?"
It's funny because seeing them be like, "Hey, Grok, describe this like a pirate," and it does it like a pirate. Hey, Grok,
I'm gay.
Explain this in Final Fantasy terms. And
Did you say you're gay and pirate?
Arg, me gay.
Me gay, matey.
600 4090s.
I'm matey with my mates, matey.
Mate. I'm matey with my mates.
Some little kid drinks a cup of water right after she does that. She's like, "Mom," and she turns into a fucking CPU.
Yeah.
Mommy.
some fucking robot, some like fucking Codsworth ass robot's gonna be like going door to door, like mauling people and turning them into fucking CPUs that can run just a feed grok.
That's crazy.
It's gonna be a crazy world that we're heading into.
If they start in the rural areas, I ain't gonna stop them.
I'm gonna stop.
I'm not gonna stop them yet. Let them get the rural areas, and then then things might a little culling, a little balancing.
That's that robot from the government,
which
I like now.
I like him now.
Let's go hug the government robot, honey. Go hug the government robot. Turns into a fucking pretzel.
Hey, I like me overreach.
That big beautiful bill. I like that because they told me to like it.
They told me it's beautiful, so I gotta believe.
And then
it just like folds them into a
bending them in ways that's bananas.
Oh my god! All right, let's fucking let's see. Let's just get on to let's focus on questions, I guess.
Papa, no, you're a ball now.
All the questions are like fresh since we just posted the thread right now.
Oh hell yeah!
Papa, no, you're a beach ball now.
You
Papa.
will be a CPU, little one.
That's the new Christmas Carol.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, Tiny Tim isn't sick. He's just a fucking becoming a robot to feed grok.
Oh my god!
You ever see that video where it's like Scroogey wakes up and he goes, he goes out on the streets like, "You boy, what day is it?" He goes like, "It's March." The whole point is that he wakes up on Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. Today it's Christmas Day.
He's been asleght for that long.
He's been in a coma the whole time.
For 4 months, and he's like,
so it's March. And he's like, oh.
All
right.
I guess
I'll try to do better, I guess, in general. But
March presents.
I'll try to be better next Christmas, but I might have forgotten this lesson by then. Honestly.
Oh, for sure.
No.
Yeah.
I went back and forward in time. I'm not forgetting shit.
He would forget. He's old.
Not sure. He might not be here.
Yeah, he might die on Thanksgiving.
No. I'm just paying a lot of women to Ebenezer my Scrooge. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Kobe.
That's crazy. You fucking. I've never seen that before.
That was a combo. I put that together. That was a freestyle.
I've never seen that before. That's
That was a freestyle. It was a freestyle. So terrible. He was an amazing athlete. I really miss him. I miss him a lot, man.
I miss him too, but he's a fucking mountain decoration.
That's crazy. He's a texture pack on a mountaintop somewhere.
He's stepped back in with Jesus now. It so sucked. All those poor kids on that thing, man. That's what makes it so tragic for me. Him dying obviously is unfortunate, but it was just a bunch of kids.
A lot of kids. His own daughter. Whoops.
That one part was
whoops. Like, you think he was like whoopsie? You did like right before
he was
before
like,
he
God
crashed?
damn it, LeBron.
He's like he said his
Oh,
last
the fire rafes up. Damn it, LeBron.
I'm pretty sure it was Shaq. He's like, man, fuck you, Shaq. They got the black box, and that's the last thing they heard him say.
Fuck
you, Shaq. I got one more ring than you. Boom.
That's true.
I got 5. You got 4. Boom.
Man,
that's really fucked up.
If Shaq would have took care of himself, man, God, dog. If he would took care of himself, oh God,
They would have had at least a couple more for sure.
he was so unstoppable. It was crazy. It was like
That's the
it was
double-edged
like
sword, though.
wild looking at like because he didn't pray, he didn't practice right either.
But isn't that the double-edged sword?
Yeah.
He's so good that he's like, I'm not going to do shit. So if he was like unathletic, if he wasn't as big, you know what I'm saying? He would have probably tried harder, but he wouldn't be as dominant. So it's like a weird.
He just was not.
You
like,
just wish that like he was.
He also had
that big,
Like he had
but
Kobe's
had-
drive.
Yeah.
Well, if he had Kobe's drive, he'd probably still be playing now.
If he had Kobe's drive, that would have been terrifying because it would have been unfair. It already is unfair. The fact that there's no size. You're playing technically a combat.
Physical.
A physical sport. There is contact. You're playing a contact sport, and it doesn't matter what size you are. You can be fucking 7'6" and huge. And I'm like, well, how is anybody supposed to defend over you? Like, it's
What's the advantage? You have to use your advantages, right? Like, obviously, most big men have bad handle. Unless you're Kevin Garnett. You're not Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is like he's the oxymoron.
well, that's why
of
he's so
basketball.
goddamn. Yeah, you
Kevin
can't.
Durant?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kevin Durant.
you
He's
can't.
the
You
oxymoron.
can't
I
defend
think I
that
have
guy.
that guy's. I think I have that guy's shoes or something.
Why would you have his
The
shoes?
Adidas?
Like you, like the
No, like I think someone. My
left his
mom
shoes?
worked with I think his mom or something.
and they're like, you guys have like his.
We have like a piece of memorabilia from him, and I remember being like, I don't know who the fuck.
That's
This means
cool.
nothing to me at all.
Was that when? Is it because? Was it recently? When did this happen?
No, this is the high school
Oh, okay.
He was playing then for sure.
or like it was
So-
late high school. I think.
So back when he was like fucking signed to Seattle, but then went to OKC.
Early OKC.
That's crazy.
Before he went back,
'Cause
right?
I was thinking
He
like,
went back,
maybe
right?
when he never went back.
he did it. He went to OKC.
He went to OKC.
Then Brooklyn, right?
No, not first. He went to Golden State.
Golden State. That's okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
OKC,
And
Golden
then
State, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, which that's what I was thinking. Maybe while he was in Brooklyn, you got the shoes. Yeah, but now he's in fucking Houston. He's
Remember
in
Yeah, I
that
can't
game
remember.
where
If it
they
was, I
told
can't
him to
remember if it
play?
was shoes or if it was like a basketball. It was in like a glass box. It was like some piece. It
Man,
was
I would
something.
have. Well, if he wins one more championship, say with Houston, then I would sell that shit.
I probably
He's
would.
old now, though. He's still great.
I think he's
still a
like
great player.
38. He's 37 or 38.
Oh, he's on death's door.
I mean, technically
For an
for
athlete?
sports in sports world,
He's
yeah,
well past death's
it's
door.
kind of crazy. Like when you hit 40, your just knees explode.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
they literally explode.
I've seen it happen a
Happy
couple
birthday! Then you just see them projectile
It's
explode
like Tom
out of
Segura
your.
has his knees exploded.
Exactly.
That was so sad.
I've been playing basketball every day, and I think about that shit because I'm 37.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
you're-
bro, I gotta be careful. My shit's gonna fucking.
stretch.
I do.
That's,
No, that's a myth. Don't stretch.
Yeah, I
people
don't
don't
Stretching is-
stretch. It's
I just lied. I never
insane.
stretch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then before you work out, stretch before you work out, so you don't.
That's such
injure
I
yourself.
can't believe you're fucking sharing that on the
Lay
the show.
down, do some
You know,
bridges.
you know what made me
That's not
you know what made me
true.
stop stretching?
What?
I watched Zombieland, and Woody Harrelson said something that stuck with me. He said to Zuckerberg, what was the other guy's name?
Zuckerberg, Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg. He said to Jesse Eisenberg, he said, "Have you ever seen a lion stretch before it attacks a gazelle?"
Yes,
And I was like,
they do.
I'm sold.
But they do.
I will never. No, they don't.
And you've never seen a predatory cat stretch its body and then go into pounce position?
No, it's just positioning itself. It's not stretching, idiot.
Animals stretch also when they need to stretch.
They stretch when they're sleeping because they're stiff.
No, they stretch in general. They stand up, they stretch, they extend themselves.
He's literally just lying again.
Animals stretch.
They stretch when they're sleeping because they're all stiff, like every.
Yeah, like every animal. Every animal.
And then they
stretches.
also walk around. Sometimes they do a random stretch.
They don't do that.
Animals stretch.
When was the last
They
time you saw a
literally
bird
do.
stretch?
Birds are not the fucking case. It's like, what have you seen a worm stretch? Worms don't. When's the last time you seen a worm? I don't know. Turn around.
Kingston, all I'm hearing is you giving me examples of animals not stretching.
Animals stretch.
They don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
They don't stretch the same way people do before they work out. Yes, but they do stretch. They don't go through stretch routines. They don't sit down like, I got 5
So,
minutes.
like, animals
before I do.
don't
So like
stretch.
before like a goat like headbutts, you see them like
Yeah, they stretch their horns out.
straight into
No,
fucking
a
horses.
bull, you seeing it stretching before it charges you. No, all it does is go.
Yeah,
It
bulls.
just fucking.
Bulls are retarded though. Hyper stupid. No.
More and more animals are being added to this list of animals that do not
Animals
stretch. Name one animal that
doesn't
stretches.
even-
I've seen dogs stretch.
Yeah,
Dogs
after they're
don't
finished
stretch.
sleeping.
Even I've seen my dog stretch before.
Yeah.
Not do stretch routines, but they stretch. Like they're walking around sometimes,
Kingston,
and then they're like, "I'm just
what
going to
separates
separate myself
man-
out."
Just finished sleeping.
Not even when
Animals.
Yeah, you didn't see it
stretch.
sleeping. It walked, and it's like, I'm stiff. I need to stretch. That's what you saw.
Stretch.
You absolutely saw that.
Animals don't
definitely
stretch. They look like they stretch because that's us superimposing what we think they're doing.
That's what you
onto
thought,
them.
like,
It's
before-
like how when dogs like lick you and they're like, "Oh, they're giving you kiss." It's like, no, that's not what's happening. A dog doesn't know what a kiss is. Okay, when you see a dog stretch, you're seeing a dog be more dog.
Dog kissing you with its lips. It's putting its snout against you.
But yeah, animals don't stretch at all. It's a myth.
Yeah, they don't even stretch it. Even after a nap,
after a nap,
they
they
get
just-
up immediately and start sprinting.
Yeah, exactly.
Seeing an animal tear its ACL or something like that.
That'd be crazy. Like a lion's foot, like a cheetah's like going after it, and you just see it like stop, and it's like holding its fucking side. Wow.
Wow.
You know they meow? They straight up meow.
Sure.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, they're cats,
Yeah,
man.
felines meow.
I've only heard cheetahs meow out of like the bigger cats.
You know what's crazy?
They probably can.
Worms cough.
Interesting.
It's the craziest shit I've ever fucking seen in my life.
They cough like my dad. Exactly like my dad, actually.
They go like,
That loud too, huh?
well, it's like it's proportionally smaller, but like it is that. If you,
But it's
got it,
loud.
got it.
Okay, I
if you put like a stethoscope up to a worm, you'd hear that, but only if it was coughing.
putting a stethoscope up to a worm. You think like you go to a veterinarian? Is that right? Veterinarian?
Veterinarian?
Is there an R in there?
I feel like this is like a
think there
Wednesday kind of thing, or February. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's.
I don't. I think it's right
sure-
both ways.
I'm sure I'm butchering it. But yeah, you go to a vet. I'm just gonna say that.
A veteran?
And you go to an army veteran. You bring the worms to the vet.
He puts a stethoscope.
Fucking.
He's alive.
I
wonder what that would sound like.
That's a Haji. Get it away from me. That's what they call them.
Did you know that they build guns, salt guns for bugs?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so there's like
I actually do know this.
guns that you can buy that you load, I guess, with like salt or something, and you shoot bugs.
Mostly for like flies, mosquitoes, stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
pests that really need to be shot.
But like you can't shoot them with a real bullet because like they're so big you'd miss and you damage your shit. So you load it with like little salts, and that basically acts as proportionally bullets for them. And so you shoot them.
I feel like hitting them is so hard though.
No, well, yeah, they make revolvers, which I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you
Unless you're
really,
like a
you really
real-
want a blunderbuss.
Unless
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a real something, you're just like, oh, look at you see that fly over there? Done. Dead.
It's got to be kind of fun, I imagine.
Oh, dude, I have to
I
imagine
guess.
shooting bugs. I can't even tell you how much satisfaction that would, especially if they were roaches. Oh my god, being able to fucking
I don't like guns very much. so-
Columbine an entire colony of roaches.
Yeah, that I don't. No one will mind. See, that's who should be worshipped, right? People who massacre bugs. And you have all these dumbass like the Columbine kids are like. I've been watching some of these documentaries on showing the copycat like school shooters and whatever, and they worship these guys, and I'm like, they suck so bad that I'm like, what are you seeing? I'm trying to be as objective as possible, and I'm like, what do these people like? They think they're cool.
It is crazy
Well, it
because
makes sense.
it is crazy because they're just aping material. It would be like simping for like Carlos Mencia or like a cover band. You know what I mean? It's like you're just doing Columbine over and over again.
Yeah.
It's fucking lame.
It makes sense why they work. Like they look up to them, but like it's still like
In which way?
because there's someone that like it's projection of themselves. Like, oh, this person
Carlos
has the
Mencia.
same experience that I have, and they
No,
went. And
I don't mean that. I mean like they think they're cool. Like they look at them in their vlogs and stuff, and like, oh, these guys. There's that band that one. I don't know if it was one or both of them were wearing this one band. It's like an acronym or not an acronym, an abbreviation, MK something whatever. and all of them get into that. That girl that shot up her school recently was into that band. The Black Nazi, I think, was like they just.
I forgot about the Black Nazi.
I just watched a video on the Blotzi because I want to know what I didn't know all what happened.
Blotzi's so stupid.
But yeah, the Blotzi. It's funny because like it's so crazy. So in his manifesto, now he was obviously fucking around a little bit, but also I think some of the inspirations were real. Because at the end, one of them said Hassan. It's like, okay, obviously you're not inspired by Hassan, but Ethan Ralph was on it. Ethan Ralph, Nicholas J. Fuentes.
Ethan Ralph and Nick Fuentes were on a manifesto
manifesto with the Blotzi, that recent Blotzi shooter. He Nicholas J. Fuentes, Candace Owens. He doubled down on Candace Owens. I think that was real.
You know what's crazy is that the more you say Blotzi, the more it doesn't sound like a real word.
Blotzi?
Well, I mean, it's not real in a sense that it hasn't been accepted by society yet.
But I'm using it, so it's real.
I'm trying to make it real because that's how it works, right? Once it's accepted, it's now real. Because when people be like, "That's not a real word," I'm like, "The fuck is a real word? What does that even mean?" Every word is made up. Well, so yeah, but it just needs to be accepted.
You're right, but like,
it just needs to be accepted. That's it. That's the only criteria.
It's a word that has not been accepted yet.
Accepted, also
and chances are might not be.
It won't be
ever.
Blotzi's not going to be accepted, but I'm still going to try.
Sooner or later,
we're gonna do our best.
It's like Blunkle, Black Uncle. Like that didn't stick. That didn't stick.
That's crazy. Most of my uncles are Blunkles. So
I first heard that on Scrubs because Turk. I guess
black uncle.
He's like, I'm gonna be a Blunkle, and then they're like looking at him, and like I got it immediately, but
a Blunkle is crazy. Anyway, I don't know. Let's move on to
what about a nuncle?
A nice uncle?
Sure. Yeah,
good save.
All right,
what do we got from our racist homeless?
We're gonna read our some of the submissions from our wonderful patrons over at patreon.com/snarktank. Remember, you too can add on to this list. You too.
Hello.
Remember when they put the thing to
something vertigo.
¿Cómo estás?
Yeah.
Something.
¿Cómo estás?
Yeah. So he says it goes hello, and then I think he says hola. Like, may I please go vertigo or something?
I only know U2 for I genuinely, and I mean this sincerely. I don't think I've listened to an entire U2 song all the way through, but I know that. The only thing I know about them is when they threw their album on everybody's phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and everybody immediately wanted it gone.
That was it felt good to.
That was the craziest.
To be fair, I might have talked about this on the show before. To be fair, there's one song in there, and I actually was listening to it last week. I was at the gym, like as a cool down. It's called "Every Breaking Wave." It's actually a good song, and I was like, I can't believe U2 has a good song because every commercial song I've heard from them. Sorry, U2 fans. I think it sucks. I just every popular song I've heard from them. Maybe the "In the Name of Love." Na, 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 na,
I don't think I know
na.
any.
That song's okay.
I genuinely
know that song
don't
because
know.
Homer Simpson's getting the shit kicked out of him by U2's security guard in The Simpsons. He like disrupted like a U2 concert. I can't remember why. And then they take him off stage and like, don't worry, folks, he's gonna get the help he deserves. And the camera's on in the stage background. It's the stage, the monitor is basically showing on backstage, and he's getting the shit kicked out of him. They're holding him and they're punching him and kneeing him in the head while they're like, in the name of love. It was funny. So
is Vertigo a U2 song?
Yes,
that's the only song I know. That's the only song I know, and I didn't even know it was them,
dude. It's one of the. They have this like riff that I feel like they were like, oh, this riff's hard, but it's like hard baby shit, you know?
Oh yeah, like
it's like like they were probably like, God, that's so fucking like that's so intense. Sick. And then like to like a a 75-year-old, like all their fans are like, oh man, these guys still got it.
Yeah.
But like I heard that shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And to a 150-year-old, you're like, oh, just loud noise.
I can't stand you walking.
It's
U2 goes like, wait, hold on, I have it.
U2. Let's see. I want to look at their Spotify. Like, what is their?
It's probably fucking 10 trillion listens a minute.
What do you think it is? What do you think their
they're unreasonably popular.
What do you think their monthly listener is? What would you say their monthly listeners?
25.
How many a month?
I would. I'm gonna guess 60 million.
That's very high.
Yeah.
I haven't looked yet, so I'm just thinking it's high.
Yeah,
too.
I have no concept.
What about you, Sweeney?
25 million.
25 million? Let's see. 28.1 million.
Oh, look at that.
That's so unreasonably high.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it makes sense. They're classic music, dude.
Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful day. Remember that one?
No.
Where you learn life's all the way.
See, you remember? It's a
What-
beautiful
you know that. That's crazy.
Give them commercials.
White.
I'm
The
gay and I'm
I
really
did-
gay.
I'm gay and I'm afraid. It's a beautiful day.
gay.
I genuinely don't know shit about
With or without you? I don't know. See, like, I'm looking at the
I know with or
titles.
without you.
What is that one? I don't know the
With or I don't know how to say it.
That's what I'm looking for.
With
Beautiful
or
Day
without
1,
you.
Sunday Blood Sunday.
Still haven't found what I'm looking for. One. See, I don't.
I know one. Of
I'm
the
sure if I
songs.
heard them, I would know them.
Yeah, that's-
But also, like, I would never choose to listen to them on purpose. That's what's so crazy.
That's the problem that I'm having. That I'm like, I don't recognize any of their titles. So that really does show that. Yeah, we don't listen to them. Even though I'm sure
They're not from
their
our
stuff's in
generation.
the pop culture lexicon everywhere. You know what I mean?
Anyway,
Not our generation.
Anyway, you too can ask a question over at patreon.com/StarkTag. $5 a month is the audience participation tier. Go over there and throw us a question or a submission or a story or fucking whatever you want.
Yeah.
Not limited just to questions. A prostate the size of North America wrote in. He says, "Hey fellas, recently I've been rewatching Lost after buying the whole show on Blu-ray. And if you know anything about Lost, is that the show gets progressively more and more insane the longer it goes on. My question is, what's a show, movie, or a game that starts off relatively sane and then goes completely off the rails later on? An honorable mention is the later seasons of Supernatural, where they fight literal God. They also have a crossover with Scooby-Doo in that show.
They do, yeah.
They fight God.
By God, yeah.
What do you mean, like Yahweh?
Like God, like the Almighty, yeah.
What do you mean? Like, why do they fight him?
'Cause he's a dick.
Does he have like a beard and shit? Like, what does he look
He
like?
does. He does have a beard. He
No,
looks
he
like,
doesn't.
Yeah. Have you watched The Boys?
Yes.
Do you watch the newest season?
Yeah.
You know the guy that cloned himself in the newest season when they were doing the firecracker rally and he was eating his own ass? He had like a bunch of clones of him eating his own ass, like a train of
Is
eating
that the
his ass.
guy?
That was the guy that played Bob, because the guy, Robert Singer, the guy that writes The Boys, he wrote Supernatural.
Oh, is that why I love and
That-
hate The Boys at the same time? Is
That's
that
why.
that
That's why the
makes
guy,
sense?
the guy that plays Negan, he played the dad. That's why he was in the show as well.
Okay.
The guy that played the president, he was Bobby in the show as well too. Like a lot of them are even Jensen Ackles. He was the main character in freaking Supernatural. Him and his brother.
Yeah, I look. To be fair, I never watched.
It makes sense.
But it's like a CW show, right?
Yeah, I watched
it's
Supernatural
not-
when it first aired, when it was actually really, really good to my sister, and that's the reason why I watched it. She watched it, so I was like, oh, I guess, and then I finished it on my own.
Yeah, I
later on in life.
had a friend that claims he was a straight man that loved that show, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
I think the first 5 seasons of that show, like I think season 3, 4, and 5 are like amazing television, actually. But I think it goes on to like season 20, which is insane.
I
still watched all
I'll
of
just
it.
take your word for it because I just couldn't.
You don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
It's
I
really enjoyed it.
tried those DC shows. I tried them. I tried to watch the CW DC shows, and they fell off a cliff for me fast.
I never
for
cared.
the
about
same
it.
feel
reason.
like- Yeah, I don't know. I never cared
What
about
show did I watch that got progressive?
I will say the thing that comes to mind immediately is Metal Gear, honestly. Metal Gear as a series starts off so mundane relative to like what it ends up being, where like people's fucking arms are controlling them and shit. Like it's absurd.
I mean,
shit.
every game starts off way less insane than the game ends. Yes.
Not really.
Yeah, even all of them do.
I don't think so.
Which one doesn't get completely out of hand by the end of the
Well,
game?
I guess I'm thinking of things. I'm thinking of
like
usually
the series gets more.
usually
crazy
that
than
happens with things that are succeeded or like handed off to like a different, like if like a reboot or something, where like the reboot is fucked or something. But like I think of like when I think about like Halo 1 through Reach or whatever, like those are as like there's not a moment in those that feel particularly more insane. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
you needed to
yeah.
change the entire structure of like who was even
But you don't
doing
think,
it.
You don't think Metal Gear Solid 1 goes from like, oh, this is kind of a stealth game to like oh, I'm fighting my clone. That's like the opposite of me. That was raised in a vat to kill me out of nowhere towards the end.
That's what I'm saying.
And then Metal Gears, and then 2, you go from just being a ninja, like I'm just an assassin, to you're fighting mechs with a sword. You can't
No, but this
use
is what I'm
correctly,
saying. This is literally the point. Is that it starts off you're just sneaking into a base.
Yeah, I think every game goes like this, except for the last one. The last one is just kind of like, what the fuck's going on? That's it.
I mean, I like the most recent Metal Gear game.
Which one? 5?
Death Stranding 2.
Oh,
Death
I watched
It's so Metal Gear, it's crazy.
That one in particular. I watched all of the first ones, like the all the narrative stuff, like a 3-hour video narrative of the first one, and then I'm like maybe 35 minutes from finishing like a huge deep dive in the second one, and I'm like, this story's unfucking believable.
It's crazy.
I'm like, this is like,
it's also my least favorite part of the game.
The story?
Yeah.
I think the story is the part of, it's just that mechanically, whatever, that game's not for me. I think the story's insane. I think what the fuck is going on is fucking, there's a tar person.
Hey.
And not the way you think.
I don't even.
You keep saying Grook and tar person and all sorts of crazy shit.
I'm baffled by his behavior.
No, the slur is tar baby. That's the slur.
Did you say tar baby?
Yes, I am a black man.
I am perturbed.
I am outraged.
No, you're
I perturbed.
I perturbed.
Such a fucking dad ass.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
So
I don't have a dad. I don't know.
You have a.
I don't know if that's.
What do you mean? We've met King Dad.
Yeah.
I really don't think you want to meet my dad. I think you think it'd be funny, and it'd be like just not funny.
I think behind your back, we're gonna get him on the pod.
That'd be crazy. I'd walk right back out. I'd be like, "Well, you guys have fun with this," and I'd walk
Episode
right back out.
400. You know, if the United States is still intact, episode 400, we're getting King Dad.
Yeah.
No. Really don't
and
want
you can hold us to it.
I really don't think you guys want that, but I mean, hey man,
I think
it
won't even be funny.
Oh, this is good.
It's not funny like
Speaking of dads, Sweeney Tom, the gay bummer of Feet Street, wrote in. Says, on the standing versus sitting debate. I don't remember having this debate.
I don't remember what we're talking about.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This is probably, I mean, I don't like how little I remember of my own life, but like, well, that's whatever. He says, my dad's nickname is Tiny due to his hilarious short
I remember
legs.
this now.
Oh my god, the short legs versus standing up.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that's a stupid fucking conversation.
I only just remembered that that's such a psychotic question.
Yeah, as soon as okay, go ahead.
When you recognized it, I was like, oh. My dad's nickname is Tiny due to his hilariously short legs and long ass fucking back. He is 5 feet. So yeah, his long ass fucking back. He is 5 feet 7 inches tall. So he's 5'7". And when he was younger, he had a friend who was 6'3" tall. When in bars, they used to bet strangers that when they sat next to each other, that my dad was taller than his friend. They would always win free drinks because of the hilarious height difference when standing up. Sadly, I inherited his tiny legs, but I'm at least a modest 5'9" inches tall, so I'm not quite as funny looking. Keep up the good work, Black, Noir, and Chris. That is
Does his dad look like SpongeBob or something?
I would imagine it looks more like he does have short legs.
Tiny ass legs.
I'm thinking of Johnny Bravo.
Yeah,
you know
okay.
I mean? He's one of the first people I think of when I think
Bravo,
of him.
yeah.
Because his back I think is like if you took the drawing of him and measured his legs, you could fit, I think, 3 sets of his legs just on his back.
I think more than that. I think quite a few more than that.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I'm operating very.
You're being very generous.
Who has the stubbiest legs in any series ever? I'm trying to think of someone.
Johnny Bravo.
Well, right now he might. What are those? Damn, I already forgot.
No, I think it's less. It's like it's 2.5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
yeah.
it's not that crazy. I mean, it is, but you know.
What are those village people in Expedition 33? What are they called again?
The Gestrels?
The gesture, yeah.
Yeah.
Those things. You see, like, when you first show up to their village, and like, how the fuck do they walk? Because they have those little stubby points.
There's so much variety in them, though. Like, they all look so fucking different from each other. Because there's two species. There's the Gestrel and there's the other ones, right? The Mestrels? And the M.
I don't remember, man.
Minstrels.
No.
yeah.
No.
The performers with the shoe polish.
So there's the Gestrels, and then there's the what the fuck? Why can't I remember them?
There's an M. I forgot what they're called. The
I gotta play that game again at some point.
What are the enemies called?
Oh, Nevrons.
Yeah.
Nevrons.
You're
I
right.
think there's another.
No, you're wrong.
No, this is.
You're thinking of
Nevrons.
Monoko, probably.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't forget the goat. Monoko. He's the only person I really like in that series.
Monoko.
Everybody else in that game is inferior to Monoko, but
Everyone's inferior?
everyone's just less cool to Monoko.
I like your avant-garde choice in podcasting where you kind of talk away from the microphone.
Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
like it.
sick. It's
I like
pretty
it.
sick. I like it a lot.
It's very against the grain.
Yeah, that's why he's
very rebellious. Very
Yeah.
much so a new stand on.
Yeah. That's why I have to
podcasting.
like fucking your ratio of a compression is so much higher than ours.
It's very.
Yeah, you're like
I usually do like 5 to 1
I'm like
on
the
him.
I'm like the MF Doom.
Because like it's some parts are so low. I'm trying to stretch it as much as I can.
It's like I'm like the MF Doom of podcasting.
Oh,
I take the rules and I break the rules.
that's cool.
was MF Doom also fundamentally retarded?
Yes, possibly. That's your perspective of it.
I think he was a little bit.
Doom?
I feel like there was a little bit.
I think he was
like,
just quirky. I think he was just wildly
genius,
quirky.
Like there was a little bit of retardation that made him a genius. Kind of. That's just how I feel.
That's cool.
That's just how I feel. It's such a fucking. That's such a way to. I love that sentence because it just negates anything that anybody else could say to you. Because it's like, how can you argue with? You can't argue with it at that point. So that's just how I feel.
Conversation has become such a wild level of like an accountability. It's like instead of like I
this
think,
is my truth.
I think that's what I think.
It's how you have to operate if you spend any amount of time on the internet. You have to just double down.
But also retreat. Leave a very open means of retreat. To be like, I don't think so, but like I'm positive.
Yeah,
but I don't think
if you're on Instagram, make sure you can't be added to. That's a great one.
I'll never let yourself be
That's a great one. I fucking dude. That makes me because every once in a while I want to reply to somebody and then they turn their ads off. So like you can't directly at them. You can still reply on their thread, but it doesn't directly at them. And I'm like, you fucking coward. It's such a coward move. Like it makes me so bad.
It's like when I was
especially because you can add other people. It's like if you turn that off, you should not be able to add other people. So you can add me.
Yeah.
It's just like say the activity thing. I turn it off because I'm like, you don't need to know when I'm fucking online. That's crazy. But then I can't see when other people are online. That's completely fair. That's a completely fair trade-off.
All right, let's see.
Had this little
Foul
trick.
Tarnished wrote in. Says, hello, maidenless rejects. I know Nintendo sucks now, but seeing as they were a huge part of my childhood, what are some of your favorite pre-Switch first-party Nintendo games? Donkey Kong Country.
I have so many of them. I have so many Nintendo games I fucking adore.
That new Donkey Kong game looks pretty fucking sick, to be honest with you. Like,
doesn't he like turn into some weird?
You can turn
or
into
a mega version
turn into all
himself.
sorts of stupid shit. Yeah. It looks cool. It's not enough for me to go and spend $500 on a machine just to play it.
Yeah,
but it looks cool.
Did you send me some racist shit?
Yes.
Oh yeah, what you says he screams the N-word?
Yeah, that's all it was. I mean, yeah, of course he. Yeah.
Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen that video of Chuck E. Cheese streaming Fall Guys?
No. What are you saying? What?
Have you seen the video?
Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese.
Like the
Charles Entertainment?
The Charles Entertainment
Charles
Cheese?
Entertainment Cheese himself in the flesh. Well, in the felt, I guess, because he's a puppet in the stream.
Okay.
But, yeah, there's this, I guess they did a thing during the pandemic. They did a thing during the pandemic where they were streaming Fall Guys.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and there's a clip where he's playing the game and he looks at the camera and he goes, Poggers.
He did.
This is real. And then he turns back to the game and he goes like, I'm not even kidding.
And
what's crazy about it is like somebody pointed this out to me, and I didn't even realize it. Brad pointed this out to me on Summon Sign. We're like, because I showed it to him, and he couldn't believe it. But it's like right above his camera, it says biggest donation or top donation, right? And it's completely empty. Which is the funniest fucking part of that video. It's just like him going poggers, whimpering, and then just no one supports him.
What are you talking? Like, why is this never came up anywhere?
I don't know. I saw it. It came up on my feed recently. So this is years ago. This is like
during the pandemic.
During the pandemic, I think 4 years ago. I think exactly.
There's a classic image of Chuck E. Cheese where it's like what happened to Chucky and he's just naked and he's just like he has a phone.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
He's holding his thing, and I think of every time I go past Chuck E. Cheese, I think of that instantly, and I'm like, what the fuck? I saw this. I saw that in the middle of the night, and I was like, I can't. I have not gone back into Chuck E. Cheese since I've seen that.
That is an instant classic. That's a great photo.
Oh, whoa, it's playing through my headphones. Whoops.
Oh, okay.
Poggers.
What? Why is he doing that?
But like, dude, like I love not a single donation. That is so fun. Poggers. I like how the music cuts out too. Like it's at the end of a round.
Poggers.
Poggers.
It's so clearly like.
Oh man!
I think that was the only thing he said the entire stream too, which is crazy.
I can't fucking believe. I'm so fucking out. I'm just so empty of ability to be surprised anymore by shit that happens.
Isn't that crazy? Like
I'm just so.
I earnestly miss being surprised. Like I haven't felt like I remember hearing bad news or whatever, right? Or like something in the news that would like be like, how's that possible? And that doesn't happen anymore. Now I'm never like surprised by anything that I see happening.
I can be surprised, but it
like
takes,
even I think genuinely if like an earthquake were to happen right now and a fault, like a fault line were to split this apartment in two,
you see lava.
I would be like, whoa.
You see the magma.
Yeah. Well, that would be surprising.
Yeah, okay,
that would be
fair.
I can still be surprised, but like.
I would be like maybe barely startled.
I can be shocked and frightened, but I can't really be surprised.
I can be.
There you go.
Surprised by I shouldn't be. None of us should be surprised by human stupidity anymore, but it still hits me.
It's not working for me anymore, really.
It still hits me. Even JoJo had to remind me and be like you always say, kind of a thing. Because I'm like, bro, people are this, and then something happened recently that caught me off guard. And then again, it was one of those things I'm like, you already know. There should be nothing that should catch you off guard, but it still does.
But I've gone to the thing where I don't respect human life the same way I used to anymore. I don't value human life the way I used to anymore. Like I genuinely, for real, I don't think everyone deserves the life they're given anymore. I've really grown to that point where I'm like, you don't deserve to live exactly.
Listen,
you used to deserve it, and then you prove that you don't deserve it anymore. So you should probably, get on getting.
I agree that I'm having a little hard time. I was like, I need to take a step back from the internet because I haven't been this disgusted in humanity in like quite some time. Where I was like, I need to like just default. I need to go back to default where I'm just like, shit's dumb. But
yeah.
Recently, actually, I've been like,
the No Kings thing
if there was
a
meteorite that just struck a bunch, I'd be like kind of. Doing the Fonzie, I'd be like, "Hey,
yeah."
Like I don't like feeling like that.
No, exactly. It's a shit feeling.
I would hit the jukebox and start, being like, "Hey," thousands of people died. Hey.
The No Kings thing gave me a lot of surprise. I was actually proud. I was like, oh, I'm happy so many people showed up.
No Kingston?
The No Kings. No Kingston. That's crazy.
the No Kingston march.
That would be that would make
first
me,
in line.
That would make me so fucking sad. Because I'd be like, am I really that bad?
Millions of people
Yeah, the No Kings.
Global.
It's the most. And then fucking all the world leaders are so impressed they make it officially No Kingston's Day.
Kingston James will be hunted down and beat savagely like a scared dog. He's a coward.
He's a coward.
He is.
We already killed him.
We know where he is. We know where
cloned
you
him
are.
again. We
Kingston.
cloned him again so we could kill him again this day next year.
Sorry.
That's how you find out that you've been killed already.
Yeah, you. They're next year you're gonna be killed, and then you're gonna be cloned and not be aware.
That's so terrible because technically, when you get cloned, you still die. The you that you are still
the you
died.
that you were
Yeah.
is gone.
So I'm a different me
And
now.
then, and then they're gonna make sure though
And
that
Lily
you don't.
knows. Lily rats me out every year.
But every time you get cloned, you're gonna. It's like you ever see the people who do face swap with themselves?
Yeah, it's a
and how
little
it gets
different.
like progressively like
all fucked up.
it just turns into a completely different person after a while. It'll be like by like year 10, you're just not gonna look like you. You're gonna look. By year 10, you're gonna look like you're gonna look like David Cross.
And then cybernetic Trump's gonna be, like
I'm Mecha Trump. I
It's
came to
not,
do it myself.
Vroom, vroom. This is
Alex make Trumpisms.
Beep boop.
He sounds like that as a robot.
That's so stupid.
That is really
Cyber
fucking.
Trump.
That is
Cyber Trump sounds dope though.
Cyber Trump.
He sees Cyber Zangief and Cyber fucking Akuma, and he's like, I want that.
Yeah, give me all those things. I recently played Marvel vs. Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, and I saw Mecha Zangief and Cybernetic Akuma in X-Men vs. Street Fighter.
And I want that.
I need all of it. No exceptions.
I watched Short Circuit with Johnny Five, and I thought I want to be like Johnny. That seems fun.
You want to be like Johnny
I want to be
Five?
like Johnny Five. He looks so cool. I like his tread legs. I like the tread legs.
Mr. President, are you sure you wouldn't want to be a better cyborg or
No!
Yeah, but there's something about Johnny. He's just so cool. Whatever.
So whatever.
I want to be exactly like Johnny Five.
I want to fly through the air with that song from Shrek 2 playing as I land on a boat with a mohawk.
And then I saw
This
her
all literally
face.
happened in Short Circuit 2, if you remember. If you remember Short Circuit 2, raise your hand if you remember Short Circuit
Nobody
2.
sees
Everybody
Short
saw it. I saw it.
I saw it.
Short Circuit 2 is crazy.
I've seen parts of it from Red Letter Media. I've never watched
I
it.
used to love those movies. Like, for some reason, like, that movie, like, really hit me.
Yeah.
Like, I really loved Short Circuit. I think I love the design of that. There's something about the Wall-E style design of a robot that I really fuck with, even though I've not seen Wall-E somehow.
Never seen Wall-E?
No.
I've only seen parts of it.
Yeah.
Wall-E either?
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't intrigue me, but
That was the
what
era
intrigued
when
me
I
was the
started
future of what people turn into. I thought that was
I think I got it
Portly,
spoiled for
everybody
me,
built like
kinda.
me.
I was like, that's the life, bro. Like, I'm done doing anything. Let's just sit and get fat. It's great.
I think I got it spoiled for me or something, or like somebody told me the whole movie, or like somebody told me the ending, and then like and then I remember just being like, oh, all right.
What's
I
the
guess
ending? What happens? I don't remember.
I mean, I don't remember now, which is ironic.
okay.
I could probably
Well,
watch
you
it.
can watch it now.
Yeah, I can
Wally-
watch it now.
Wally takes his dick out and he comes so much.
Well,
Great.
He's so much cum. Like
it's a
this-
human dick too.
Like it's a huge human penis. It's like a foot long
Wow.
human penis, and he's like, wow. And he just fucking just
Like, it's-
glazes the whole ship fills with cum, blows up.
God damn it, Disney's still at it again, man. They're fucking with their
Perfect film.
sex perv thing.
That wasn't
Perfect
Disney.
film.
That was Touchstone.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
it's not. Don't even listen to that at all.
Wally? Well, that was probably Johnny 69 or
Touchstone
whatever.
was the
E.T..
Touchstone is Disney that like doesn't want to be associated with Disney.
Oh, right.
Because it's not
Was that like
kid
Who
friendly
Framed
enough.
Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Anything that was like slightly too adult to be pure Disney was Touchstone.
Yeah.
Who Framed
Like
Roger
Home
Rabbit?
Alone was
Home Alone
was
right.
Touchstone. If I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Um,
Home Alone
Are they
2.
a Disney affiliate? That's not. Are they Disney?
They're Disney.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
that's-
Disney.
yeah.
Oh really?
Touchstone is Disney.
Oh, really?
It's just like whenever they would have a movie that was like, this is not Disney.
entirely kid friendly.
Yeah, it's not entirely kid friendly, so we're gonna
Like
put
Who
that on
Fucked
Touchstone.
Roger Rabbit? Great movie.
It's the second movie.
Yeah.
The movie starts and Roger
fucked
Rabbit
Roger
is
Rabbit?
fucking laying there with a pool of cum in his ass.
Who's gay?
And it's like, who gaped Roger Rabbit?
And the third one is who's gay now? Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit
He's back and
He's back
gay.
and he's gay. And it barely matters at all.
Hey, I'm gay.
Hey, I'm gay and I'm animated.
And someone just blows his brains out there, and he gets the gun that kills Toons. I love the idea of that, a gun that murders cartoons. I thought that was so cool when I was little.
That movie is so great. I haven't
it's a great
seen that
fucking
movie in a long time. That's due for like
The pacing was
That
like,
is a
probably
like
crazy to
just
me, but
go back and watch it and just even look at like just the people interacting with the characters. And just, it's just for its time. It's so incredible.
It kind of sucks though
It
because
felt
AI
genuine.
could do it way better. So like, but like it's fine for what it is. For the garbage, there's barely any artistic merit to Roger Rabbit, quite frankly. But
was Mickey
it's
Mouse
cool.
and Bugs Bunny in that movie? Were they both in the movie? Right, Mickey and Bugs were both in that movie.
Yeah,
right?
they were. Yeah,
When you're falling, he was
When
falling off
they're
the
falling,
thing,
and it was
they
the
were
first-
talking to each other.
the first and only time that that's ever happened.
Yeah, that's true.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
Dang, imagine companies let that shit happen now.
Yeah, you
They're
would
doing,
never see
they're
that.
doing crossovers. I know they're doing the crossovers with Marvel right now. They're doing Marvel and DC crossovers again. Finally, for the first time since like '91.
I'm kind of astounded that there hasn't been like a Marvel versus DC game.
That's never gonna
I
happen.
think
Truly baffling.
just being. I don't
It's
know,
never gonna happen
just
now.
being just pieces of shit.
I think the problem is that one, there's too many things attached to each IP. Two, they have to display the IP in a way, because if it's superheroes meeting up each other, they're gonna have to fight one another. That just has to happen.
I feel like it's just.
So I mean, someone has to win, someone has to lose,
taking,
and they don't want to do that. They like that essence of
It doesn't have to be
competitiveness
that,
in.
though.
It has to be.
Well, no, because
unfortunately.
all you have to
unless
do-
they're working together to stop
So-
bad guys,
exactly,
which is like they already done.
But it hasn't been done with them though in a game.
In the game, In the game, they have to be fighting. They have to be. There's no way they can't
so
do it.
it would be like anything else. Like say when even though it
It'd
didn't.
be Ultimate Alliance again.
Well, it could be a lot of things to where they're fighting at first. It's like even like say just the Avengers itself. They fight and then they come together. It's just anything else. It just like people don't get tired of the trope. It's just like it's like getting tired of fighting games. It would be like you don't get tired of them. You just want to play different things with different skins essentially. And the mechanics are slightly different, but you're still just mashing buttons and fucking people up and using hitboxes. So same thing. Get Marvel and DC together, which would be really cool. It's like, oh, I want to see Spider-Man have sex with fucking
Frame one, like it's not the Avengers. Like I want to see Spider-Man fuck Venom in front of Batman immediately. Let's get it going.
yeah, Spider-Man and Batman having sex. Yeah, that's great.
Just fucking each other.
Yeah.
They
don't
don't even
even
take
spawn.
their suits off.
like Black Cat and fucking and Catwoman having fucking or scissoring.
Yeah, Black
sick
Cat,
would
Black
that
Cat
be?
and Catwoman scissoring.
and I'm in a closet, fucking going bananas.
Yo, you see Halle, I was thinking of Catwoman. Halle Berry, she was just like recently like dancing in her bikini and stuff. Like she's in her 50s.
She looks
And
great.
she looks fucking
I have not,
phenomenal.
I have not
Crazy.
seen that.
She's
yeah, she
beautiful.
was like doing, I don't know if she was doing promos or something. And then like in one scene, she's like running and her fucking bikini bottom's falling off. You see her ass. And I'm like, that's fucking, to me, I'm just like, I hope I look that good when I'm 50, man.
You hope you look like Halle Berry when you're
Yeah,
50?
I really hope
That'd be
so.
crazy transformation. you'd be in danger.
I hope
you'd be in danger.
I would stop walking down the street late at night. I would stop doing that.
You have to change a lot of your mentalities immediately because you're like, oh, now I'm an attractive woman. I'm really not safe anymore.
Or I'm gonna have cannons on me. I'm gonna have like proton cannons.
Yeah. Just like Halle Berry.
It's my Sunday best.
The idea that he calls upon it, that was always made it funny to
It
me.
kind of phases into existence.
He
like
puts his
actually,
arm up and is like, I need you here now.
What are you talking about?
I want to
In
know how.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, where Iron Man and War Machine
I wanna know
just
how-
call their photon cannon to them.
I want to
Oh
know
yeah,
how
it is crazy.
big those fucking how heavy they are. Just because of how big
They are so unreasonably huge. Like they
It
take
might
up
not
like half
weigh
the
anything.
screen.
don't need
It
to
might
be
not
that
weigh
big.
anything. You know, in theory, it might just not weigh anything. It might just show up because it needs to be and then gone. It's suspended by some other external force.
It's the kind of thing that like it probably has its own jets
Yeah.
shooting
So, like,
down to keep it holdable for someone.
The amount of energy that boy is wasting is crazy.
That's crazy.
He could light the rest of eternity if he wanted to, but he's like, nah, I gotta make this big ass
here's a good
stupid
one.
gun.
Yeah, I want
Using
that.
the remote. Here's a good one. Using the remote from click to pause time. Code Kingston from Head to Toe and Come and observe from far away. Wrote in. He says, sup fuckman.
Ooh.
Is there any reality TV you actually enjoy? I, for one, am a huge fan of Survivor, and on a much lesser note, do enjoy Jersey Shore, even though I know it's absolute trash. That stinks.
It's all trash.
I
That's
watched
the whole
the
point.
fuck out of Jersey Shore for a while.
That's the point, though.
You know
watched
what?
the
It's
fuck
trash
out of
TV.
it.
That's
if
the whole
it's
point.
not trash, I don't want to watch it.
Look, I haven't watched reality TV in a long time. I acknowledge that it's like the entertainment value of it, but like when I was in high school, me and my friend Rob would like obsess over VH1 reality shows specifically.
There's a lot
And
of
it was
good
like
ones.
it was
Rock of Love.
It was Rock of Love. I love New York. I'll never forget for some reason. Like we had this running gag for a long time ever since we saw like this one episode of I Love New York where like I think this guy named Chance threatened to cut someone, and he was like, "I'll cut you." I'm like, "This is I Love New York. Why are you threatening? Like threatening violence on I Love New York is so ridiculous." But it was that one. Celebrity Fit Club was pretty fucking iconic too, because it was just a bunch of out of shape celebrities being called fat every week. It was just like, this is amazing. And I remember Dustin Diamond from fucking
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell was on it, and he was just like a menace. Like he had a complete heel turn somehow.
He was the guy that played Screech, right?
Yeah, Screech from Saved by the Bell was the villain on Celebrity Fit Club, and he was just a complete dick the entire time, and then he died.
Yeah, he died, right? Didn't he die?
Yeah, he died. He made a sex tape and died.
Do you remember what his sex tape was called?
It was
Save out of balls.
No,
That would be
but
smart.
you're close though.
it was called I don't know.
Saved by the Smell. And apparently he Dirty Sanchez is a chick.
Villainous.
Yeah.
Disney villainous.
It is no. There's no character. There's still to this day. I watch. I don't know. I'll engage in like some Love Island or whatever every now.
Too Hot
and
to
again.
Handle I watch every now
Too Hot
and
to
then.
Handle like these things.
I watched it with you, actually.
Yeah, I think we watched it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's some
garbage.
bullshit. Some horny.
It's
ass
actually a
fucking
funny fucking show. So Too Hot to Handle, the concept of the show is that
Oh,
they put a
God.
bunch of sex addicts on this island and they prohibit any sort of sexual gratification. But if you don't do it, you win money.
And every time you break the rules, you lose money.
You get money.
So like
chopped
people
off.
get angry at each other. It's like, what, you jerked off and that cost $15,000, basically, or some shit. It's like
It's
it is
so
amusing,
fucking funny.
but like
because
none
it's
of it.
like these guys can't just control their sexual
yeah.
desires, and it just leads to ruination.
But what's crazy?
Such exploitation's great.
It is, yeah. It's completely exploitative. There's no bones about it. But still, to this day, like I'll watch that show and I'll be like, that's entertaining. It still doesn't hold a candle to Dustin Diamond on Celebrity Fit Club. That shit really, I really strongly urge you don't even need context. Just look up clips from that show from when he was on it. He comes back too later, like so he didn't get fit. So like
He re-erects.
yeah, he re-erects and then he died. It's just very fucking insane.
That's
Yeah, I'm an OG man. I Real World,
Big Brother.
I loved. There's some seasons. There's a Real World where they were in Hollywood,
The Mad Real World.
and there's these three guys. They did they just symbiotically just melted together and became the biggest broy frat retards. Like they just would smash girls together, giggle like fucking school kids, and like one time they like smashed these girls. They came out into the kitchen to get their energy out, like they were so like, oh my god, look what we just did. It was so fucking funny to me. I'm like, these guys are children, because that's like I imagine that's what a kid would do.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
First time having sex, oh my god, I just got laid. But they're all like giggling and like
and
one of
they're
them's on the floor kicking his legs up in the air and shit. And like I was like, these guys. I get it. I get the energy. And I just remember one of them's name's Will. I can't remember that, but that was a Real World Hollywood. I think it was the first time they went to Hollywood. That was a great season. But
Yeah.
me and JoJo have seen everything of 90 Day Fiance, like every season. That shit
I can't
is.
watch that show.
I haven't seen everything
Yeah.
from that show, but I remember liking it.
It's
You know, what was one that I would watch with my family a lot. Wife Swap was a weird.
I
watched Wife Swap
remember-
I watched Super Nanny a few times. That count?
Super
those
Nanny.
those are like more like family friendly, like vaguely.
Yeah, like Caesar Milan type shit. The dog whisperer stuff. Like there was.
I remember him punching a dog in the throat. It was really interesting. Like a dog like bit him, and he grabbed it by its snout. It was really weird. It was a whole entire fucking dopamine pincher. It was fucking weird. He grabbed it by the mouth, and it was like woof woof woof, and he was like,
Did I
He
send
just
you?
punched it.
Did I send you the video of that guy like
You little
punching
bitch.
the baby in the chest like over and over again?
Yeah.
Did I send you that?
something that time?
I had no idea.
It's to check their responses.
Yo, it looked violent as fuck.
The baby looked. I think that there's something wrong with that baby though.
like it was.
Sometimes you gotta punch a baby.
No,
man.
there's something. I'm sorry, something wrong because I think they're supposed to cry or like make or show that they're
Something's
receiving
wrong.
stimuli.
He's not crying. Punch him.
No,
Is
They
this like the
pat
baby
them.
had just been birthed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They like
Okay.
pat them and stuff to like see if they like respond.
Yeah,
to
baby's gotta cry, and then they'll let you know that it's good.
Yeah, it's responding.
Yeah.
It just
No,
says, "Can you fucking stop?"
I showed you guys that video of the priest slapping the baby, but it was before the baptism.
Dude, I had to baptize a baby
Shit's
this
so
weekend.
funny.
It was hilarious.
Did you shake it?
No.
Well,
It
you
was-
baptized the baby?
We went to. Well, I had to hold the baby while I was getting baptized.
Did you spin it on your?
I wanted to let go of his
hand?
head so he falls into the bin all the water.
You should.
I want to do that, but I was like, nah, I care about this kid.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Not yet. You know that you will one day.
I care about him right now.
Do you?
Yeah, I love him. I have his keychain on my keys.
You don't care about babies.
I love him.
Shut
He's
up.
You
really
don't care
cute.
about babies.
How do you love a baby?
I love.
That's such
I
a
love.
crazy
That's
statement.
crazy. That's monstrous. I love him for
that
what he is
sentence.
now. He's really cute and he's sweet.
You don't even know that baby.
I know him. I do
That
know
baby.
him.
What? Have you had conversations with the baby?
Yes,
Yeah,
I've watched it. Unfortunately, it's fucking terrifying watching children.
it is actually.
It's fucking
It's very
scary.
scary.
as
I don't
shit.
like. I thought I killed my cousin one time, but by playing with her because she scared me by how fast she fell asleep. So I was stacking.
Wake up!
I was stacking blankets on her so she couldn't move. But like they're blankets. They're not heavy. They're not heavy at all.
Yeah,
Not for you.
I'm glad.
No,
you
not
believe
even
that.
for her. She was laughing. She was having a good. She wasn't like.
That's choking, Derek.
She wasn't- yeah,
it was muffled. That's why it sounds like laughing.
Yeah, definitely. You know exactly the sound that I heard. No, like she was laughing, and then like so then I was like I pretended to like, oh, I'm going away, bye. I kid you not. 10 seconds later, I came back in, and she just fell asleep immediately. So my first thought was like, oh my god, like because it was literally, I'm not joking. It wasn't like I left for a minute or something. I left for like 10 seconds maximum. She fell asleep like narcolepsy shit. And it immediately, I was like, oh my God, I killed her. And that would be, I wonder what my life would be like.
You would have went to jail. You would have been alienated by your family. You know all that shit.
Well, that part of the family, whatever, who cares? They're fucking whatever anyway. But
I'm
If you
good
killed a
with-
baby, I think your life would be very different.
it'd be
Derek.
very different. Would I've made it to the point where I'm still on this podcast though?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably
I don't
not.
know.
I think
we,
you'd be-
we would have labeled you ahead of time of knowing you. Unfortunately, 'cause that's
Call
what
me
we do
like
in this world.
BK, like baby killer. That'd be dope.
Yeah, Burger King.
Yeah, but yeah.
BK, baby slaughterer. He's a
Baby
leader.
killer, baby killer. He is killing lots of babies.
Watching kids is weird, man, because they like the problem for me is that like the 5-year-old one, he can tell me what he wants. I can help. We can figure something out. Like, hey, do you want something? He's like, yeah, I want this. And
Slap him.
We can work together. The little one, he's only like 11 months old, so literally I just can't communicate
I
to
ain't
him.
fucking taking care of no 11 months.
I've had
Unless-
to a few times.
Unless it was mine, I'll take care of like an infant. I can't. They're too fragile, man. If something happens on accident, like that thing just on its own has a fucking aneurysm. You know? Like,
Yeah,
not
it always
your fault.
terrifies me how just like frail they are.
yeah.
As far as just
They're
like
frail, but they're not like
Thing
they're
just spontaneously combust on its own.
They're frail,
gonna blame
but
it on me.
It's not as much as we make it seem to be, but it's like something could just go wrong and you can't quantify it. You're just like, it just happened.
It freaks
and
me
it's
out because
freaky.
there are things that you would think would like I don't know. Like I remember putting my 5-month-old nephew in the stove once to just warm him up real quick because he was like really like freezing, and so like just like for like 10 seconds,
Right.
you know, just to preheat the stove to like 600.
600 max. Max.
Has anybody
No, you don't. You don't put your stove at max.
Does it even go to 600?
I think that's the max. I think they can't go beyond that.
I've never tested it.
I think I have, and I think that's where it stops.
I think it goes to 5. I don't think it goes.
I
To
feel like
I think it goes beyond 5.
I don't.
I know it goes to 4 or 20.
Well, yeah,
that's the stop range for everyone. Nothing needs to cook beyond.
I did
that.
a pizza for $4.50, 20 minutes. That was I did that last night. Actually, literally, terrible pizza.
Well, what
Got
did you
a
get?
fucking croissant crusted DiGiorno, and I thought this sounds
I don't know
delicious.
why you would get that.
I just wanted. It was on sale. I just
Croissants
wanted to
aren't
try
for pizza, man.
I
Croissants are not for
completely
pizza.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so fucking
Oh no,
underwhelming. Holy shit.
some of them go up to 800. Or
What are you
even-
making?
What are you
Yeah.
cooking for at 800 degrees? That's almost the surface of Venus. like if you want to go walk on Venus, it's like 900 degrees. Like why
I
would
feel
you?
like it's hotter than that, but yeah, that sounds
no,
right.
it's not. 900.
It's insane.
No, it's
like-
I looked this up very recently.
I'm weird about astronomy.
You know,
like,
because Venus is hotter than Mercury, right? Isn't it hotter than Mercury?
yes,
The gases,
just because
right?
because
All
of the
fucking
yes,
gases.
absolutely.
Yeah.
The wild greenhouse effect there. So
That's why
it's,
it's like. Do you ever see when they put a probe in there and just see how fast the camera just melts? So like they put it and then it goes, it's going down, and then it makes it to the surface, and then it's done. You're like,
what do you need heat like
I just
that
want to
for?
like walk.
and just fucking disappear.
Yeah.
What happens when you die in space? Do you go to space heaven or you go to like I don't know? You go to
You go to space heaven?
space heaven. Do you go to space?
You know what
heaven?
happens? You die, motherfucker.
yeah, but then like after that,
So do you
Nothing-
mean
nothing.
So you think there's a Earth heaven?
Yeah.
So if you die on Earth, you go to which Yahweh? Who do you go
I
to?
don't know. But do you think aliens have heaven? Like what happens when an alien comes here? Does
Just
an alien
abandons
go,
the question.
Does an
Ask a
alien?
different
Yeah. If an alien comes here and it dies, does it go to fucking like? Does
This
it
is
go to
a
like?
5-year-old question, right? Because
No,
they
it's-
just learned about aliens. The 5-year-old, do aliens have God? Do they go to heaven? You're like, no, they're all gay and sinners.
They're all
No, every
aliens
alien's
and
gay. They're going to hell.
They're not from here. They're not going to heaven, son.
Right? They didn't.
That goes for countries as well.
You see that Muzzy over there? He ain't from
Muzzy.
here.
I'm not talking about the green guy that helps with your language.
I saw a guy pretending to be an American in the comment section. He was talking about Zon,
Oh yeah, classic.
and then he used
They're always from Malaysia or something.
yeah, he used the word muzzy, and then I clocked it immediately. I was like, sorry, bitch, Americans don't use muzzy as a slang. That's not a Australian. It's like a UK thing.
Yeah.
So I immediately, because this guy was trying to say Americans like us won't accept whatever. He called him a muzzy, and I'm like, you're not. I was like, you're not.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
fucking fraud. Get out of here.
That's the fucking.
You're not
That's
here.
That's the Inglorious Bastards. The German.
yeah, exactly.
Fucking crazy.
Fucking
You
bitch.
kind
I'm
of like
like,
do to me. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna. I'll be like, oh, interesting.
there's like a lot of three.
I do this. The American.
Yeah, this is
American. I do this or I do this.
That's crazy. This to me feels weird.
There we go.
This feels like I'm trying. This feels like I'm trying to say something.
It does.
I don't know. It
seem
feels like
something
it's more communicative of something. And this is more okay.
Well, the thing is this we do, but doing it's fucking weird.
There's this one too that I see people do with their thumb. And they're
Yeah,
like-
that's the German.
and then there's the.
I've actually done this before. Actually, yeah.
What happened?
This.
I don't get what you're
Starting
doing.
Hold on,
start
yeah,
counting with your
Yeah,
thumb
I've definitely
first.
done that before. Yeah.
The thumbs always last
For some reason, I start
Because
with
I
the
do
pinky.
because I'm doing
1,
stuff
2,
like
3,
this.
4. Because like I
Is it weird? Is it weird to start with the pinky? I
It is-
kind of start with the pinky when I start.
You do?
counting. Yeah.
I can't remember last time I
Because
counted on my fingers.
Because it
Actually,
just makes sense to me that like I wouldn't start with the thumb, but I wouldn't start.
Well, to me,
with
it's more of
anything
the
else.
satisfactory. Like you feel when I lift.
Well,
my
this
my
feels
thumb
natural.
is almost making.
Oh,
I
I see what you're saying.
So it's like
well,
that.
because you
Right.
point with this finger, that's why it feels most natural to start
It's,
with this.
I
actually,
just
now I think about it, I think I've done it every.
I just
way.
like how it feels. When
You've
I-
done this before.
I think I don't have like. I think I might be schizophrenic, to be honest with you,
Why?
because I don't when I write shit down, I don't always write ease the same way. I don't always write.
Well, that's most people.
Is that? I feel like I'm led to believe that it isn't.
It's not.
Okay, good.
People that do calligraphy like do shit like that. Like it's always the exact same. They're like very refined writing. But people that write in because you don't write often.
I write pretty often.
Do you write often with your hands? Very
Yeah.
often. Most people don't do that.
I primarily write with my hand.
The vast majority of people don't do that.
not anymore.
The vast majority.
Yeah, I actively had to start doing it because I was just forgetting shit, and I was just like, I would stare at Google Docs and I'd be like, this is
when I'm learning
I'm like
something,
hypnotized into a state of like sedation by Google Docs. It just doesn't help me anymore.
I just don't like how I can't I can just you can just type infinitely faster. That's the only thing. So sometimes when I'm writing, I get annoyed that I can't write as fast as I want to.
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
Thinking, I'm like, hurry the fuck up,
If
hand.
a final draft, I'll do in Google Docs, but like the act of like coming up with stuff, I can't do it in Google
if
Docs.
I'm learning, I write. If I'm learning something, like if I'm trying to like learn Spanish, I write out the phrases and I write out all of the variations of it, so I can do that.
Pinchioto, like stuff like that.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't really say
Just
that
making
word
sure.
too much.
Yeah, you do.
¿Qué le hay?
We say maricón. That's what we say.
Maricón.
Yeah,
Chupa mi verga way. That's a good one.
All
I
right.
guess.
All right, let's see.
I guess. Yeah.
What do we got here? we just answered the reality TV show question, right?
Yeah.
That sounds right. All right, let's see. I mean, I haven't read this one in advance, but it looks long and interesting. One Stroke Man wrote in. He says, "Hey, Ethnic Ed and Nettie, longtime listener and patron, but first time writing in.
Hey.
Welcome aboard, my guy.
Right.
Welcome.
I wanted to ask if you guys have ever heard of or seen the Adult Swim cartoon Primal.
Yeah.
It's from the creator of Samurai Jack and Dexter's Lab. Yeah, it's Gendy Tartakovsky, I think. It follows this caveman and T-Rex who bond through the loss of their families and the crazy adventures they get involved with. The highlight of the show is the brutally violent action scenes where they fight stuff like dinosaurs, giant bats, huge apes. It gets crazy, and I think you guys would love it. It's light on dialogue and mostly shown through visuals, like kind of like Samurai Jack. But give yourself to episode 5 and you should be hooked. It's all on HBO Max. Oh, cool. I didn't realize it was on HBO Max. I was meaning to check that out because Gendy Tartakovsky is like really, like that guy's work is really cool. But I never actually got around to seeing it. But it was on my radar.
I watched the first season of it. Very good.
Is there a second season of it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I thought it was like a limited series type thing.
Yeah, it was one season and another one they did afterwards. It's very good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the recommendation. I'll definitely watch it. Now, I didn't know it was on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm. Every cartoon thing is on there.
Oh, here's a good one. Sweeney is a genuinely terrible human being, wrote in. He says, "Hey, Chris, Derek, and Wildebeest." Jesus Christ. What is a wildebeest?
It's like a water buffalo, but in Africa.
Is it? Is that real? Do you know?
No, actually.
Like African buffaloes.
I guess.
I must look this up.
Yeah, you should. I don't trust you.
It's like African buffaloes.
Wait, it's spelled with 2 E's? That's crazy.
What are you talking about? Like the beast part?
Yeah.
Is that like one of those things like bestiality?
It's
like
wildebeest
bestiality?
more, I guess. Oh no, yeah.
You know how it's like bestiality actually?
Oh, yeah, right,
like
yeah.
it sounds like beast, but it's best.
Bestiality?
It wildebeest. Yeah.
What the fuck? That's crazy
known
looking.
As a large antelope native to eastern and southern Africa. Yeah.
50 miles an hour. Jesus
Pretty
Christ.
quick. Pretty quick.
Dude, animals are like I remember when I had no idea it was with a EEST. Oh, these are the things that stampeded Mufasa. Yeah.
Mufasa, yeah.
That was how he tried to remember Mufasa, was he screamed as he was dying.
Help me.
Help me.
No, nigga. I remember that like it was yesterday.
Dude.
Who's done that? Oh man, I have not seen that. And
I've not seen that either, actually.
That is fantastic.
Get the Tom and Jerry scream onto Mufasa dying right this instant.
That is, oh man. If I would have seen that before the concept, I would have been cry laughing.
Yeah, right. But anyway, this guy, he writes in, this question is mostly for Chris, but I think we can all speak on this. This question is mostly for Chris, but with the news today of 9,000 people being laid off from Xbox. Insane.
Cool.
How long do you think we have until some sort of video game industry implosion? I doubt the industry will crash like it did in the 80s. Yeah, that's not possible. But what's happening right now is something's got to give. Thanks for keeping me entertained during my workouts, you chuds. Thank you. Yeah, man, that shit is crazy. Like I just can't get over how much they fumbled their entire business. Like, it really makes no sense to me that you could come off of the 360 and fail. Like I feel like you have to try to do that.
It does feel like that.
Arrogance.
The trying part that like, oh, let's do everything wrong.
Yeah. What if I got a crazy idea.
I think they tried to follow the trends of like the way they did software and shit like that, and try to innovate in the wrong directions, and it just constantly kept blowing up in their face. And I think they took a huge stumble with the first the one.
The Xbox One, yeah.
I think it was a huge stumble there, and they have not stabilized since then.
They just didn't easily course correct where it just doesn't make any sense. It seemed kind of like no-brainer stuff, even when people were talking about the concept of what the Xbox One should be called, and calling it one is just
right out the gate. Just
I think that's
just a failure right out the gate with the simplest thing to get right.
I think there was so much. They did so much wrong. They did the whole fucking everything has to be online. You can't share games, all that shit. And they've just been making dumb decisions. And then they have Game Pass, and that's a good idea. That's probably what's kept Xbox afloat. Genuinely, actually,
but they only did that because they were so screwed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because dude, right? The PC Game Pass is $13. I feel like I'm robbing them blind.
Yeah.
Like just I don't use it all the time, but I just like I was like I haven't played Starfield. I'm like, I should play Starfield. So just sign back onto it. It's $1 for the first 2 weeks. I'm like, I've already been a member. I shouldn't even have access to this intro dollar thing.
Well, you know what's crazy about that is that you can refund that $1. Infinitely. Like you can redo that demo over and over again and just like, and they don't care they don't even care to solve that problem.
So like, what are they doing?
And it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I think good stuff still comes out of them, obviously, but like, I just can't get over how, like, the 360 was so good that it died. Like the 360 was so good that even though it died over 50%, it had a 50% plus failure rate, and people still preferred it.
Yep.
To the PlayStation at the time. That is incomprehensible to believe now.
It did what it needed to do right first. It did it right, and then they just didn't decide to innovate. They innovated, but not in the right direction.
Well, it's not even that they did it in the wrong direction. It's that they focused on the wrong things. Like TV, like. Look, undoubtedly they were right. People use their Xboxes for like multimedia streaming, more often than they do video games. Probably, I know I do. As somebody who even plays video games a lot, like I just like usually I got Spotify, I got Netflix, I got HBO. I get it, but like, why the fuck would that be your introduction? Why would that be the first thing you say about your new machine? Is that like? Football is going to look crazy on
I think it's what I said. It's innovating the wrong directions, man. It's like instead of going to video gaming, they're going here to everything else.
No, but that's what's so crazy. Like, what frustrates me about the Xbox One is that like it was so avoidable, and it didn't even take much to avoid because they could have kept most things exactly the same, but just chose to talk about different things in a different order, and it would have been a completely different story. Like, PlayStation 4 also had, a focus on streaming. They also had a focus on fucking, okay, here's, Netflix and fucking, all these different apps that you can stream on your machine. It wasn't that they were doing that. It was that, like, the first introduction you had to the new machine, the next Xbox, was this big presentation 3 weeks before E3. That was like, you can hook up your cable box to this.
Yeah.
You can watch football on this. It'll give you live info with your remote. You can fucking stream Netflix on this because most of you are going to do that anyway. And it's like, save this. I genuinely, earnestly believe like a lot of that shit could have been saved if they just did E3 first and then had that conference afterwards and kept it almost exactly the same. They could have still been like, hey, it's the cable box, fucking, all that shit. But the first impression of this machine being it's a cable box was so stupid. And then the not sharing games thing and the Kinect being like mandatory, which added another $100 to the machine. Just
that's what killed the console.
Like, even after you've built your machine and everything is set up, like, and signed off, all you had to do to fix this was to reorganize the events, or you know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy that they fucked
all
up
that stuff. So you have all of that, just poor marketing in general. The name was just
Name's
laughable,
terrible.
laughable, and unfortunately, the first iteration looks stupid too.
Yeah,
Like it was just like it's
a big
just
VCR.
a fucking.
I didn't hate it, but like I also felt like it was way uglier than the PS4.
If you look at the PS4, the PS4, wow, what a fucking terrible design.
The first one?
The first one comparatively to I think the Xbox One S and the PS4 Pro really I feel like they course corrected. The PS4 was fine. I didn't think it was gross. Actually, to be fair, it was fine. It's fine.
It wasn't remarkable.
It was fine. I like the Pro just made it look a little bit more pro, I guess. I don't know. I like it just look a little stacked. It was a little.
I know what you mean. Yeah, the burger kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it. Whatever. Yeah. But the Xbox One S though, I was like, damn. Imagine if that's what it just looks so much better.
It's a nice looking machine.
Yeah. I still I look at it every once in a while. I'm like, oh, they did it good. They did good with this. Fuck, man. Everything went wrong. That's crazy.
Yeah, literally everything, and so avoidable, so easy. Just a mess. And I just don't know how you do that.
And then but then the Xbox Series X and S,
also terrible name.
What? How? Who allowed them after the disaster of the last generation? That's the thing that makes way less sense. It's like, okay, you fucked up last one. Now it's time for you to bounce back because it's kind of like PlayStation. PS3 was a fucking disaster at launch.
Yeah.
And then, all right, it got better. And then fucking PS4 came and killed it. And now you were thinking Xbox fucked up. And then you think next generation they were going to course correct.
It is crazy. It is a better machine, but it is also dude, that name. You know what was crazy? When people were speculating about what the machine was going to be called, what's going to be the name of the next Xbox, Phil Spencer gave an interview where he was talking about how the name of the machine, and he was teasing it. And he was like, the name of the machine is going to be a name that perfectly describes what the machine does.
Game.
And I was like, okay, or something along those lines, right? And then it was Xbox Series X. What? What does that say? I still don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Putting an X is it's a it's a variable. It's
Elon Musk
it is the epitome of lacking, right? Series X
is not knowing what it is.
I'm like, what is X?
Yeah, they're
what is X, sir?
They're Xbox Series consoles technically, but it's what the fuck is Series? What are you saying?
It's a
terrible name.
It's like they consulted to me. I feel like they consulted some fucking Koreans and are like, oh yeah, the Galaxy S3 and the S4 20, whatever the fuck they are.
They definitely looked at phones.
Yes.
For their naming conventions for sure. Which is just
man,
why are you...
The Galaxy is so popular. It's the second most popular phone, or maybe the first most popular phone in the world, or something.
Yeah.
So maybe there's let's make it an X series.
iPhone XS.
If I remember the iPhone X, remember iPhone instead of not 10, iPhone X,
iPhone
baby.
X Max S. Yeah. The X Max S.
I think that's the phone I have right now.
Anyone gives a shit about any of those numbers. No, they just give me the phone, give me the latest one, give me the latest iPhone. Not I forgot that I have a 15. I was like, what do I have? Because it doesn't matter to me.
I actually don't know what I have.
I think I have the 12.
I think it's 12. I don't know what this is.
I got the 15 because the Max, because it was significantly bigger, the gigs. And this is the first time I've
How do you find that?
owned a phone.
You go to your phone. You have the 12 Max.
Okay. This is the first time I have
go
a
to your
phone.
phone. Thanks. What a fucking useless sentence.
So you go
I think you can just do the search, right?
You go to settings, you go to general, and then you go to about.
So if I type in about in my settings.
Oh, it shows every phone I've ever owned.
Oh, yeah, it does have that.
That's kind of crazy.
Does it?
Well, for me, it says look, it says Chris's iPhone 8 Plus, iPhone XS Max.
I do like that they added
iPhone 14 Pro, I guess is what this is.
Okay.
I haven't got a new phone in so long.
I do like that
I
they.
don't think I'm gonna get a new one anytime soon.
I mean, there's no. I only did this because these gigs are significantly larger.
Yeah, the only
I've never finally haven't ran out of
Like I
space.
finished off paying this phone like maybe a year and a half ago, and I'm just like, I don't need a new one.
There's no reason to get one. It's fine. The 12
It's
was fine. That's what I had
tripping,
before.
though.
That's what I had before this at the 12.
It keeps tweeting slurs. I don't know what's going on, man.
No,
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's one thing that I don't understand why this. So I have carpal tunnel like pretty badly. If you press text speech to text, like say in your text messages, you press the little thing and then you speaks and it'll start in real time writing. It's dog shit. It's so fucking bad to the point where even numbers it spells it out and nobody talks like that.
Yeah, it's
So
bad.
if I say 1, it's spelled with O-N-E, and I'm like, everybody just puts the 1. Anyway, if you, for example, use the audio, like, I'm going to record a voice message, and then it transcribes it,
it does it correctly.
it's infinitely better. Why? It's the same thing. I'm saying the same words, and it transcribes it perfectly. Punctuations, everything. And then if you use the other version, it's dog shit. It fucks up every time. It's not even worth using.
It really is. Yeah, I've noticed the same thing.
I just like, why? I just want to know why. I like those people, the engineers. I want to kill them because it makes no sense.
But yeah,
You gotta go to
I don't know,
China
man.
and have some conversations.
Look,
man.
Punch some Chineses then. Let's go.
but yeah, Xbox. I don't know,
Respectfully.
man. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I think
Just
they're
such a
done, man.
generational fumble. I really can't.
It's fucking weird.
It was such a layup that like I don't get it.
Can we have any good American products, man?
I know. And I see people was like, well, the Xbox,
Actually, no.
And I did see people saying like I've seen this take too, where like the Xbox was the 360 was a fluke, and every console after that it proved it. It's like no, the original Xbox was also very sick. It was very fucking.
Did
cool.
very well. It looked cool as shit.
It was better. It sold more than the GameCube, which is fucking crazy. So like the original
the
Xbox,
GameCube sell really well.
the GameCube sold really badly. Actually, like it was like not. It was not popular at
It
all.
makes sense.
Which is
I feel
actually,
like it was more popular over there than it was here. I feel like it was very popular.
I'm
over
sure.
there.
I'm sure.
I'm sure. I can't remember what the numbers were exactly. I was surprised when I learned that too. I was like, because in my mind, the GameCube was mega popular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like,
I didn't see that. I didn't know anyone with a GameCube. Actually, I only knew one person. Like in my
Me too.
Everybody had a N64. Everybody had, but GameCube.
everybody had a PS2. I know that
absolutely.
But like,
absolutely.
yeah, GameCube. For some reason, I just assumed that like I'm just poor and I don't have a GameCube.
Personally, when I saw the controller, I was like, "Nope,
I hated
that.
it.
That ain't it. That ain't it for me."
I got love for it,
It's
but yeah.
literally only good for Smash Brothers,
Yeah,
and that's it. Like I've never
It's
played a
good
game.
for GameCube games. And
I thought they were like whoever designed it was like fucking playing with his son's Fisher Price fucking controller.
I mean, the
And it was
64 does look like that. I think the 64 controller is
The
so
64
fucking horrid
looks
looking, dude.
way cooler than
So-
the GameCube.
So the GameCube sold.
Yes.
The N64 one at least looks like almost like a spaceship or something. It looks kind of cool.
It looks more like a
It's
toy.
still retarded. Like, sure, there's
Yeah.
4 C's. What are you talking? There's a
The C
giant
stick,
A and
the
B.
C
There's
stick.
4
It's the
C's.
C stick, dude. What the fuck, dude?
I was playing Tony Hawk on there, and it was like plus C this way to do. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying?
When I found out you had to
What
hold
are you
it like
talking about?
this instead of this, it made me so angry. I was like, I
The
hate this
Z
thing.
button in the back, I was like, this is okay. I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah, but so
Well,
the GameCube sold 21 million.
It's better than I thought.
21 milli.
21 million, and it was more popular here than it was in Japan, actually.
Okay.
Well, well, that's probably just population. Like, I mean, like,
I see what
in
you're
America it sold 12 million, Japan it sold 4. 12 million in America is crazy. For reference, that's less than Spider-Man 2 the game sold, which is insane. And I think the original Xbox was Xbox.
I hate that you're saying.
Now I have to go. Now I have to say Xbox original.
Yeah, I really,
Console sales.
I've never gotten over that.
24 million units.
Oh, not crazy, but still more for sure.
The fact that they did that, like Nintendo was like a legacy machine,
Right.
And so for them to just come in and just actually do better is kind of insane. And so like, it's not that it's a fluke; it's that like, the Xbox didn't matter to them, and so they were like, "Do what you want." And so a bunch of cool people at Xbox did what they want, and they made a cool thing, and then they succeeded it with a cooler fucking thing. And then that thing was so successful, the 360, that they were like, what's going on over here? What's going on over here?
Hey,
I see you're making a lot of money. Put a camera in there.
right. Hey, that
Make a Kinect in there.
put a
Get that British guy that made Fable. Take him off video games right now. Make him make a little British boy that you speak to through the camera right now. I want to talk to a little British boy on my Xbox 360 right now. Make this real.
What a stain on Rare's fucking legacy. That they got involved with that what is it called again? The camera thing. The motion thing. Connect.
Yeah, that was
Kinect
like
Adventures?
What a fucking
they basically conscripted Rare to like the minds to make Kinect games for a while.
What a fucking stain. Like, that sucks.
It was really fucking sad.
Rough.
Sea of Thieves is sick though. So they fared better than most.
Sure.
But
But
like
to be fair, yeah.
but man, they and so that's what happened, I think. I think ultimately 360 became too successful. It became so popular, and then they were like, we need to exert more. Hey, what if it was a cable box?
Hey, you know that family box, the Nintendo thing that has the wands and shit, and it's motion stuff.
The Woo?
Do something like that.
Do that now.
Do the thing. I want family to get this box. Call it the family box. They're like, no, okay, Xbox One, all in one. All right,
Do whatever.
go.
Who cares? Remember how we got Mass Effect and BioShock as exclusive? Let's not do that anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
That's crazy. Like, people forget that, man. Like, BioShock and Mass Effect were exclusive to that, that machine. Like,
they also shot. They shot on their original IP, their greatest IP. They shot on that.
Yeah,
it's just they're done. They're done. They're gonna do the portable thing.
They're gonna turn into Sega.
Yeah, they're just gonna go Sega route.
Yeah,
which is a bummer because now it's just PlayStation, really, which is like boring.
Yeah, PlayStation and Nintendo will do whatever the fuck they want because they can't fail.
But they're not even really competing with each other.
I know, but that's actually it's all bad, man. Every time there's a lack of competition, shit goes fucking tits up.
It's the reason why Nintendo's fucking is what they are now.
Exactly
because they simply cannot fail.
It's exactly that.
Even I'm part of the problem, literally too. I understand it. I understand that this is a problem.
We all are.
I saw Totodile exist in a Pokemon game, and I was like, I have to buy that console. I did it instantly. I was like, oh, I'm in now.
Yeah, that is.
I've been out for so long. And I was like, oh, I'm back in. This one creature I adore is back in, and I got it. It's fucking
very disgusting.
Unforgivable.
Oh, let's get out of here. We gotta. You gotta speed run this shit.
Hakwanyo, sagwa, shawasha, hakwanyo, sagwa, shawasha, hakwanyo.
So racist, it's crazy.
Was that racist? Was it? Speaking another language is racist?
It's just
Sagwa, you're my best friend.
Wow. He has no respect.
Sagwa.
It's crazy.
I loved that show. God damn.
I don't even know what that is.
It was a PBS show. I loved PBS so much growing up.
I used to be in a rap group called PBS. We're the public bullshitters.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I'm surprised you guys didn't make it further with that wonderful name.
Well, to be fair, I think I was like an honorary member because like I joined late.
Oh yeah.
There was like two songs. And then like 2 songs dropped, and then like I got in, and then the whole thing broke up.
You were like the Inspector Deck of that fucking group, where you showed up very late,
basically
dropped one good verse, and then the group killed it.
They all died in a fucking riptide.
That's Derek. He's the reverse glue of the group.
He killed it. It's his fault.
I was actually thinking about it. I was gonna hit up my buddy and be like, "Hey, let's get PBS going again."
Try it, dude. You guys are all grown ass men.
I know. It's like in Breaking Bad when Jesse, like, there's a scene where Jesse goes to, he's completely homeless. And he just drops by this friend of his, and he's like, "We should get the band back together." He's like feeding his kid, and he's like, "Yeah, maybe,
yeah, maybe."
It's so fucking ridiculous. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Read our $25 and up patron names over at Patreon. Mr. White.
Sagwa, shawasha,
hey yo, Mr. White. I'm gay.
I know, Jesse.
Everybody knows that, Jesse.
Everybody.
You from your.
Why do you think your last name's
earring?
Why do you think your last name's Pinkman? You fucking freak.
Because you're a pink man, which means you're gay.
Jesse.
Don't you know?
I killed your girlfriend, Jesse.
I watched her die. I watched her die, Jesse. He didn't kill her.
I'm so fat and stupid,
watched her
Jesse.
Die.
Jesse, I'm big and fat and stupid, Jesse.
It's kind of a fine line, Jesse.
It's a fine line, Jesse.
I gotta. I mean,
He didn't kill.
if
He watched her die.
you didn't, isn't that lawyering though? Like if
It's not- there's a difference.
If you could have easily,
He could have saved her. He
put
chose
her to
not
the
to save her.
side to save her.
He didn't kill her though.
I said nothing.
The heroin killed
We're
her.
gonna read.
I know legally that's true, but I
Yeah.
feel morally he killed her.
I think he didn't save her. I'm not a Walter White defender at
You
all.
fucking lawyer. I'm just saying morally,
Morally, it's not better.
Morally, he killed her, right?
Morally, it's not better.
You can
but
say that, right?
morally, he definitely
Sure.
did not save her life.
Sure.
He definitely was the reason. He could have helped her live, but he didn't kill her. It's a difference. If he would have put her on her face, then he killed her straight up.
Anyway, we're gonna read the names of our
Flipping her.
$25 and up patrons. We're gonna add.
Flips her a
We're gonna
bunch
add.
and then lands on her face.
We should add. We should add Breaking Bad spoilers to the title of this because people are sensitive about spoilers.
No, we've talked about it way too
You're
much.
right.
We've talked
But
about it way too much. Fuck those people.
The issue is that he said it first, which means people are not gonna be kind.
That is true.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
That's true, but I just want to. We. It's like if you haven't played Red Dead 2, if you haven't played Mass Effect, if you haven't things that we talk about recurring. That's
I'll
all
give you. I'll give
It's
you
those
this.
things.
Right?
I lobbied for basic consideration. We don't have to. We'll see.
No, look,
let's
look,
go. Let's go.
I'll consider
Not
this.
for the things that we look at. If you want to join in on these insider conversations on this podcast, you should have at least watched Breaking Bad.
Fair.
You should have played Red Dead 2. If you're not even a gamer, you just go see the plot. Go watch them.
Look.
That's
Look,
fair.
I'll say this, right? I'll give this, right?
Yeah.
I'll give some more credence because usually I don't feel bad for people that I spoil things for.
Yeah,
but I'll give credence to this, right? If it's over 5 years old, I don't give a fuck about spoiling it for you. I'll never care. You'll never convince me to care. You'll never be like, I'm so like. I spoiled something for one of our friends a few days ago, right? A 20-year-old game I spoiled for them, and I'm like, this is a 20-year-old game, dude.
Yeah, but it was a 20-year-old game that you knew they were playing.
I did not know they were playing it.
They said that they told you.
They said they were playing it, and that's like, oh, I'm not gonna finish it now, and I'm like,
Okay,
ah,
all right,
well.
whatever.
Wait, they were in the middle of playing it. Bro,
Yeah.
that reminds me of day 1 or 3 or something. One of my friends beats Gears 3, and then fucking on Facebook, I can't believe Dom died. I'm like, why would like this is a guy that works at Blizzard or worked at Blizzard. Fuck that guy.
You see, now you spoiled Gears 30.
No, but we've talked about
Yeah, I know.
We've talked about Dom dying so much.
Dom died 17 years ago. Not 17.
It's not 17.
Genuinely 13, 14 years ago.
I think it's basic.
Only,
I don't think it's basic. I think
my
Especially because it's being reintroduced now to a lot of new people. That's
Oh,
all
I'm
I'm
so
saying.
sorry.
All I'm saying.
if it's recurring,
Don't get angry at me is what I'm saying. Because I see some of you fucking people. You're like, oh, Chris is too lazy to fucking edit out the spoilers. I don't do that.
First of all, he's
I don't
not
do shit.
editing. First
Yeah,
of
I don't
all-
edit.
first of all, he's not
I live
editing.
edit. I do this.
Yeah.
Okay. I do the cameras.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't do that. I'm not keeping. Look, if I think it is crucial, then I'll be like, oh shit. Which I've taken out many things actually.
Yes.
Someone got mad at me for talking about the Gustav thing, Expedition 33, and like, I fucking hate you did it, and then I literally outright typed out the whole ending of the game and sent it to them. I DM'd them the whole ending.
Why would you do that?
Don't fucking test me. No, but I'm tired. People think there's no recourse for their actions.
That's you.
In fact,
you.
there is. In fact, there is. I apologize. Like, oh, I'm sorry.
It's
People are
both
playing that
these
game
niggas.
now.
It's both
But then
these
he tried to fucking goad me, and I was like,
That's so crazy.
oh well.
That's so like.
I just want.
It's mean spirited, yes.
This
but-
is all. This is all I want to say. If we're talking about something that is almost like a recurring gag,
I agree.
that's where it's like that. Expedition 33, like say if a spoiler slip that I missed, that like oops, because there's other ones that I caught that I took out. But so that one, it's like we don't talk about it enough. It's not a recurring joke or something. So I would try to be. Yeah, so that's it. But
I do-
Gears, Red Dead 2, Mass Effect, Halo, anything like that.
Yeah,
if you're like,
those are core to the show.
yeah, it's like fuck off.
I do agree that what you call I apologize for this. For me, the experience of playing something is way more important than hearing what happens. That has always been how I am because I usually watch things and then read the book about or read articles about the stuff that I watch. So for me, there's different perspective. So I am sorry about that mentality to have. It is not the best to have. But at the same instant, it's like if there's something that you really like that's so old, the fact that you've made it this far is impressive without spoiling it. Yeah, I guess kudos. But also, you gotta understand, it's over a decade old, dude. Come on. Over a decade. That's a long fucking time. Not to say you don't have things holding you back from experience it, but it's a decade old. You feeling like, oh man, you wronged me because I in this last thing's gonna get something. It's like, dude, you know how many times you spent beating your dick?
Yeah,
that you could have at least just like read up on what happens, you know?
It would be different if this was a rare occurrence.
I mean,
But you do it like weekly. You do this to people.
but I don't spoil many new things, I think at least.
Yes, you do.
We're gonna monitor this.
I'm not gonna mind.
You almost exclusively do that.
I'm not gonna. I don't care, guys. I'll try. I tried. I came forward as much as I can. Look, dude. I'm sorry. I typed out exactly what happened. It's just 33. That was pretty petty.
I just wonder if they read the whole thing. Were they stupid enough to read it? Because you know sometimes you can start reading something he keeps getting.
Yeah, that's on you at that point.
I do it in
listen to anything he says.
Such detail that he's like, I know exactly. He can't paint a different picture of what happened.
I hope that person go back to that comment. Go see if they responded.
Well,
go follow up on it.
No, I don't want them to suffer.
No, I just want to know if the person replied, because that would be delicious if that person read it and responded.
He's like, yo, dude, for real, that wasn't cool, man.
He goes, what?
That's what? I'm dead now. Goodbye.
All right, let's
let's
get the fuck out of here, please.
Yeah.
We're gonna read our $25 patrons. If you want to jump over here, patreon.com/snarktank. Get your name right at the end of the show. Make me say a bunch of shit that I don't want to say.
Whoa. I'm gonna have brunch right now.
Warm Reese's?
Yeah. Yeah, it was in the fridge.
You should have put it in the fridge when you got here.
I should have. I just didn't. I was just like, it looks like I gotta get to work.
Oh yeah. Dude, Reese's in the fridge?
It's so good.
Freezer's even better, I think. Like,
you put
make it as cold and fucking hard as possible.
You're right.
Reese's Puffs. Eat them up. He
didn't respond.
He didn't respond.
Yeah, that would have been incredible.
Telling someone responding after that is like,
I want to do a wellness check on that dude. What if he's dead?
He's gone. Yeah.
So what?
So what?
That sucks. I hope his account is still connected.
Yeah.
At least get 2 more months out of him before he's gone.
That's so fucking. You know what's crazy though is that's a real thing that people absolutely
it's
talk
fucked
about.
up, but it's also like, come on,
that's like that's like the core of the subscription model. Actually, is that people is making it so people forget that they aren't using it and that they're paying for nothing.
For Grubhub, 100%. there's the get the Grubhub like one thing. You can mistakenly press no, like you can try to get past it, and they make the yes not get it a different color from what it normally is to know it.
Wait, what do you? I don't even understand. I don't follow what you just said.
They make it look when you're trying to cancel. They make it look like they make the thing when you're trying to get out of it. They make that look less enticing, like that's almost keeping the subscription. They almost rely on you to not read and assume that the highlighted thing is the thing to get out of it, almost like a confirmation.
But normally the highlighted is the thing to confirm. But if you want to get out of something, to not confirm is the green button normally. And it's like, this is so insane that they're allowed to do this.
I went viral one time when it must have been a bug on Funimation when I was trying to cancel my subscription.
Oh, yeah.
Both options wouldn't let me cancel. I can't remember what it said, and it happened to around the same time where who was it? Was it the guy that played Broly?
Oh, Vince.
Was it? There was a controversy around him. Yeah, the Baba Yaga. It was around that time when there was allegations of something. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember. It was like he was weird around people.
Something happened, so it was just it was an unfortunate timing that Funimation thing happened around that same time and it blew up. I just thought it was funny. I wasn't actually trying to shit on Funimation.
I went to I think I went to Anime Expo last year. Or no, not Anime Expo. I never went there. I went to
the Adult Expo.
No, I would go there honestly to just see what it looked like.
It probably smells, dude. I don't know.
Smells like fucking.
It doesn't.
You went?
It doesn't. I can tell you.
I just thought
it's actually very cleanly.
I stumbled into the alt porn awards once.
Yeah, sure stumbled.
Unironically, I was at Bar Sinister with other people doing a completely different thing.
Yeah,
and then I guess in the same building, or at a venue connected to it, they were doing the alt porn awards. I stumbled in there looking for the bathroom.
They're just
I got a goodie bag.
Giant tits everywhere.
It was interesting.
Tattoo titties. Jackpot, yeah.
Jackpot.
But I was at the San Diego Comic-Con, and Johnny Young Bosch was there. And I was like, walking. He's the guy that he was the Power Ranger. He was the Black Power Ranger. He's Zack the Black Power Ranger. He's Broly's current voice. He's Ichigo's voice. He's Dante's voice.
He was Zack the Black Power Ranger. No, he was just the Black Power Ranger.
Well, because was he not Zack? Was that another?
No, Zack was a different guy.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. He was Jason, I think. No, not Jason. Are you sure he's not Zack?
No, he's Adam.
Adam. There you go.
Zack
is the black
original
guy, actually.
That's what, like, when he said that, I was
That's
like...
Walter Jones as Adam.
Johnny Young Bosch played Zack the Black Power Ranger.
I thought but I saw him, and I was talking to him at the thing, and I was like, dude, you are like you are so hyper in tune into my childhood. It's crazy. And he was like, thank. He's also way short. Like, I tower. All the Power Rangers have been tiny as fuck. Because I'm standing next to him, and I'm like genuinely like a foot taller than he is. And I'm like, dude, you're like iconic. He's like, thanks, man. I was like, dude, what was your favorite part of being a Power Ranger? He was like, dude, I thought the props were really cool. He said, I hated putting on a costume, though. It was hell getting that shit on your body.
Was it?
Because it was
like
for him, it was actually the stunt ranger, too. He wasn't just like the one that would be like you'd see outside of stuff. Because some of them, there were stunt people, you know?
Right, okay.
And then it's like, he's like, I hated getting it on. And I was like, I want to talk to you so much more. I got to go. He was like, well, dude, if you have a chance, stop by the booth. I'll chat with you happily. And I was like, this is fucking like, meeting the Power Rangers is crazy because they were such an influential part of my childhood.
Yeah, I met
fucking weird.
I met Walter Jones.
I've seen him. He's also fucking tiny as shit, too.
Dude, that was the first time I realized he's missing a finger.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. Yeah, like, I shook his hand. I was like, what the fuck's happening?
He
shot his fucking finger off as a kid.
He's an elite now.
Was it? Did he have one finger while he was a ranger? Or
as a kid, he shot it off. So,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So
as a kid, why didn't it grow back?
No.
That's what I thought. When I was young, I thought you could cut your ear off and then grow back.
He watered it. It didn't work.
You're not supposed to water. You're supposed to dry it out.
Oh, okay. See, that was where you made.
You're supposed to let the skin shed.
Okay,
and then it'll.
So that's what happened. See,
I was like,
I'm gonna let him know.
Yeah, you should tell him he's fucking stupid for not knowing how to grow his finger back.
I was like, Van Gogh cut his ear off. Why didn't it grow back? And everybody was like, they don't do that. And I was like, everything else grows back.
Shut the fuck up,
dumb bastards. You fucking
you're telling me my nails grow, but my ear won't grow back? What are you, fucking stupid?
Absolute dummies, dude. What the fuck?
So I almost cut my dick off, but then my parents were like, "Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It doesn't grow back."
It grew back 3 times as big, actually. With eyes.
All right, I'm going to read the names now, please.
Yeah, like
The Dead Spider, Chris's uncle Ronald Raygun, Delta Gamma, MC Brainworm, the Esoteric Order of Unemployed Diddlers. Literally fed this toddler last week. Why is it still crying? Squimp is Bugs, Clamuel Esquire the Third, User Guildmaster, Snark Tank's Hungest Beetle Girl. You boys talk about food often. Maybe a food-related extra ammo might be tasty. It might not be a bad idea.
Well, like we do like a taste test or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you do one of the hot chip things.
Oh,
one of the hot chip challenges. Why not?
I got, dude.
You can't do it?
My acid's fucked. I have GERD. I can't do it.
GERD? What the fuck is that?
You ever heard of GERD?
No?
I don't know what it stands for. Gastroerotic retard dick or something. I forgot, but whatever it is.
He was shaking as he said that. He's so pissed that I hadn't heard about it.
It just my ass. I have like acid fucks me all the time, so I shouldn't be eating this because chocolate gives you acid.
Chocolate gives you acid.
Chocolate is very acidic.
Oh shit,
it's pretty acidic. Yeah.
Tomatoes. So like tomato sauce. I had a pizza yesterday, which was stupid. I fucking destroyed myself. But I also have acid reducing stuff. So.
Oh damn, man, that sucks. Because I love eating tomatoes and chocolate.
The tomatoes, chocolate.
Sometimes onions. I'll take a tomato and I'll bite into it with like an apple, and then I'll like drizzle chocolate on it and then lick it off.
That's good.
So weird.
That's great.
That's so weird.
What's weird about it?
I don't know. I've eaten whole tomatoes in my life, so I can't judge about that.
You just casually walk around eating tomatoes?
I've been told, but you're like, you want this tomato. Like, I've eaten peppers raw too.
I mean,
well yeah, everybody eats peppers.
Well, just like wash up the pepper and I eat it.
Yeah. What are you saying?
You do that?
That's not as weird as somebody just taking a tomato.
I think tomatoes like arguably the same thing. If you're eating something raw, you know.
It's just not as appealing. That's the thing.
It's just juicy.
Usually people are like, "Ooh, tomato." They usually just don't see that.
I prefer a tomato slice, obviously, because it's how they are
I
supposed
pummel
to
it. I cut off the top and bottom part, and then I just beat the shit out of it.
Is that what you do?
fucking lap it up. That's so fucking disgusting.
Not a drop falls off my hands, too. I make sure nothing
Colin
falls anywhere.
Moriarty. Oh my god, they just killed Krillin. You bastards. Obama be like, let me. What?
Huh?
Obama.
Obama?
Obama be like, let me be Sphere.
Obama. That's good.
It's not bad. It's
Obama.
dumb, but it's not bad.
Let me be.
Ball rock Obama.
Jackal. Jackal. Is it a jackal? I think it's a jackal. Jackal.
Have you guys seen the people, the casting for the Street Fighter movie?
Oh yeah, it's like 50 Cent and like Joel Osteen or something.
Andrew
it's like
Schultz.
Andrew Schultz is Dan. Like, come on.
What even is that?
Disrespectful.
It's just so. I think there is something. It's like Xbox, right? Trying to fail as hard as it can. There can never be a good Street Fighter movie. I think that is like there's in the world it will collapse. They're like, if we make a good one, I think same thing with the Mortal Kombat movie, right? They just can't, for the life of them, just cast it well. And we're gonna make some Cole Young, some fucking piece of shit that no one cares about when they have a billion characters already. We're gonna make this new guy relatable. Oh, thanks, Warner Brothers, you fucking freaks. What the fuck are you? What? Like, bro, it just makes no sense. Oh, we have 10,000. Just pick Liu Kang and rebooting it. Who cares? There's 10,000 characters. We're gonna make a new guy that sucks dick.
The main character. The main character should be a bad guy. It should be a main character.
That's
should be
fine.
like fucking Kano.
It should have been fucking Scorpion because everyone loves Scorpion. He's the most popular character. Make a movie surrounding him and everyone will love it. They made a fucking animated movie that was good.
It should have been Combat Kyle.
Yeah, Combat.
New guy.
It literally. That's what it was to me. Cole Young was Combat Kyle to me. Like, what the
Cole
fuck?
Young was
who
an
is this guy? It was just some
an Asian.
dumb
But
Asian idiot
Combat-
that has armor or something.
But Combat and Kyle are both spelled with C's.
With C, is it Kyle with the C?
It's
in the
CKIO.
in the Mortal Kombat universe, which is really crazy because everything's spelled with a K.
CKIO.
CKYLE is insane.
CKYO.
Yeah, so yeah, Street Fighter movie is gonna be stupid too. It just, of course,
Yeah.
they can't make a good Street
Andrew
Fighter
Schultz
movie.
in it. I don't know. He
is
has the
fucking
athletic
crazy.
build of a fucking
Like,
an
Dan-
Auschwitz
He's not
survivor.
athletic
Like,
and
what
he
the
isn't
fuck?
an actor, so like I don't even
He's
know.
not. He's not. I don't want to fucking. He's not a good actor. I've seen him do some parts, and he's just stupid. He's always Andrew Schultz, so I'm like, no, I don't believe him. And he's gonna be Dan. Oh, Dan's supposed to be a funny character. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you cast a comedian. That's not how Dan's supposed to be. Dan is not he just is a comedic character, but he's trying to be serious though. Like he's serious. He just sucks.
He eventually gets there, though. He becomes a real martial artist eventually.
It's
Galo Combat Evolved.
50 Cent, dude. Are you fucking
That's
for
Balrog.
real? Why can't they just fucking? Okay, go ahead.
Two rats in a trench coat. Sam Porter bitches.
Getting mad thinking
Nice.
about this shit, dude.
Something gay Beatles. I don't know anymore. Right, Reckless Rhino, the Sloker 2 Wiso Derby. Chris, if you're Hispanic, then why don't you have a fat ass?
Damn.
I mean,
Shit, dude.
that is.
I do like that thing you shared
It's a
because I didn't know you
commentary.
shared it.
The Puerto
Rican beard.
facial hair.
What is it?
They clocked me, dude. It's crazy.
It was so funny.
It was just
because
like a bunch of it's a bunch of this. And
Yeah.
it's like what do you call this genre of man? And it just somebody goes Puerto Rican.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, it's funny that it's like Chris has that, and then I looked up and saw he shared it. I didn't know he shared it, and somebody put that in the comment section. And I was like, dude, same. It was hilarious that immediately people just know that's what Chris.
I just wrote crazy.
Damn. Profiling.
Yeah,
That's
Hey man,
profiling.
you're right.
That's most Puerto Ricans' facial hair, honestly.
It is.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
There we go.
It's that and the two families, bro.
And two families.
Well, that's Hispanic in general.
That's
Hispanic in
is
general.
that not everybody? What do you mean?
Hispanic people famously have the double family.
No, I mean like the male creates two families.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. all right.
He's juggling, doing overtime.
I have that too.
And then for Haitians, it's the boyfriend too.
Oh,
They
damn.
have a boyfriend
That's
also.
crazy.
That's
That's
crazy.
maxing. That's life maxing.
Is that a Well, I guess I do have a half sister.
It's too much, man. How do you do?
Yeah, all right.
Where do you have time? That
I have a
the
bunch of
time
brothers
is.
and sisters. I have a bunch.
Why don't they have documentaries on showcasing how these people juggle this shit?
They should be like life coaches. Like actually,
They actually
really
like,
should.
They should be like grind set like.
Wagwan. All right, so you want to have 2 family them?
Learn
Yeah,
how
what
to
you
manage
do?
my time better, dude. Because
This is what I do.
I'm bad at it.
You go to America, right? You get one girl, them pregnant her. Then you go back home to the island, them you're pregnant another girl. You go back forth on the things. Eh?
Mi gente. Today we're going to talk about juggling families.
Where do you have the time and the money to do it? That's what I want to know.
You have to neglect one family. You have to make sure one family is neglected.
one family
It's not because you can't afford it, because you have to neglect one
family is getting the lesser of you.
Okay.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Most likely the
short
family.
straw.
It has to be the family that supported you the hardest. The woman that had you, told you down, he had nothing. You got to treat her worse.
Yeah.
You got to.
That's how it goes.
You have to do it.
That's good. It's smart. I like it.
Eat that right now. Eat it.
I'm
I hate how soft it is. It's making me mad looking
I
at
don't
it.
like
yeah,
those.
it's getting a little melty in my fingers.
I don't
too.
like those little
it.
petite nibbles you're giving right now. Fucking squirrel.
Squirrel.
There's a moment from one of our shows that we did where you're off camera and you eat something real quick, and it makes the most cartoonish like video game chomp sound that I've ever heard. And I came across it the other day when I was like looking for clips. I'm just like I couldn't believe it. It was like it was fucking crazy.
Fucking Yoshi ass interaction. Oh my god.
God, peanut butter is so overpowering, man.
You can
I love peanut
Like I
butter.
can smell it still. What?
I love the smell of peanut butter.
I don't hate it. It's just like
I adore
I
it.
hate how ostentatious isn't the right word. I just hate how it just overpowers everything that it touches. Like I remember making protein shakes when I was bulking up for the fight, and they would always say like put like a spoonful of peanut butter in there for protein.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll do that. But like I had these cookies and cream mass gainer shakes that I love cookies and cream. And so like I was eating, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to taste this. And then I add the 1 spoon of peanut butter, and then it just becomes a peanut butter smoothie. Like it's just like all the cookies and cream goes away because now it's peanut butter.
You gotta
Right.
like the taste of peanut butter, I guess, to have that interaction.
I don't mind it, but like it's definitely not a preferred flavor.
I
Yeah.
adore peanut butter.
You
I
should get,
fucking love it.
Ghost is a good brand. Well, it's expensive, but they have cookies and cream, but they also have Chips Ahoy as a
That's
protein.
crazy.
It's so good, dude. The
That
Chips
sounds
Ahoy protein one is
dangerous.
so good.
A Chips Ahoy protein
Yeah.
shake sounds like it'll kill me.
It's phenomenal.
But Crabbly Shrimpson wrote in. Oh, not wrote in. I don't know.
Campbell's
I'm gonna
Crabbly
noodles.
Shrimpson?
Crabbly Shrimpson.
Is that supposed to be like a crustaceous version of Ashley Simpson?
I guess. I mean, I don't know who's thinking about Ashley Simpson at all
Right,
in
what has she
2025.
been up
but, like,
to?
she's
I
probably
forgot. Didn't she marry Nick Lachey?
No,
Nick
that was
Lachey.
her sister.
Jessica Simpson?
That's the one. They broke up though. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Of
yeah,
course.
I'm pretty sure he broke
98
up.
Degrees is back.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Nick Lachey.
How does he look though?
I don't know.
Last time I saw him, he looked like
98
melting
Spotify
cheese.
clocked me and
Nine-
was
he looked
like,
like
98
melting
Degrees is
cheese.
back?
98 Degrees gave me a new album suggestion.
Fuck, man. Global warming, huh?
You telling me?
Um,
Give me just one night.
Pick Shalom versus Pick Shalom, the Hanukkah and Yahweh Jerobi. What the fuck are these names, man?
Dragon Ball fucking.
So Yahweh.
They made an
Jerobi.
album.
But what's
on the 9th.
Hanukkah? I don't know what that is.
That's crazy. They made an album on the 9th.
Yeah,
I'm not listening to
They
that.
say Spotify clocked me. It was like, hey, 90 Degrees is a new album. I was
Aren't
like,
they
okay.
relics?
You're
Absolutely.
a fucking relic. Beetlefucker 12,577. The fucker of 12,577 Beatles. Damo Nation. What the fuck is going on with those naked ass wiping bears? Is it a fetish? Derek not Chauvin is innocent. Hashtag free him. Fondled by a carny on the Ferris wheel. Round-eyed Asian now able to say the N-word with Pride Month being over. What? Gay beetle dentist filling Sweeney's ravine-sized tooth gap with coarse beetle semen veneers. J. Cole. Gay actor Michael Douglas.
That's another come down reference. Hi, I'm
So
gay actor Michael Douglas. It's just anyone listening, go
there's
search
no. I can't even imagine what that is.
It's fucking just him usually talking about his roles or doing like a commercial or it's fucking hilarious, dude. There's a whole compilation of gay actor Michael Douglas and it's long.
Hi, I'm a gay person protesting for Palestine because morals are not transactional.
Dude, what are the best? You got to look this clip up because it's not related to Michael Douglas, but I think talking about it led to Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World and Ben Shapiro. And Mr. Feeney is essentially like sexually assaulting Ben Shapiro.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about Come Town.
Okay, all right.
I'm just saying because gay actor Michael Douglas is from Come Town.
Okay,
so
yeah, no, I just did. I genuinely, I got so lost there for a second.
I'm just suggesting a clip to listen to.
Hi, you got that?
Douglas.
Hi, I'm a little gay. I'm a little gay boy, Michael. Harvey Firestein.
It's where I actually got that from because we started watching House, and that's where.
Yeah.
Dr. Gay House. Hi, I'm Dr. Gay House.
Hi, it's me. I'm Dr. Gay House. You have cancer and I'm gay. Your prostate is enlarged. Also, I'm gay.
Gay lupus.
I can fix that because I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I can fix that because I'm a doctor, but
You're
also
wrong, Dr. Gay House. It's not lupus. You're gay.
What makes you the lupus expert?
You're black.
My name is Nigga Lupus Foreman. My name is Negroid Lupus Jones Foreman.
That's when my mom died with. It is hilarious.
She got lupus?
She had died of lupus.
Yeah, hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
He said that.
It is pretty funny.
He said it was hilarious.
It's pretty funny. Not her death. The fact that you brought up lupus.
I'm slapping my knees. It's so damn funny.
Yeah, you're right.
Not my mother's timely end. No.
Understood.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gay House, Kingston.
How did King Dad take the lupus diagnosis?
I don't remember. I don't think I was like a newborn baby. Oh. Not newborn, like young baby. Oh, she's gone.
Oh, I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, it's my fault, but I don't know how.
I'm going to take it out on my son.
What a nightmare. Oh.
I
wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't. I don't think he was at the funeral. I don't think so. I would. That's too small.
Too small to remember.
Yeah, I was way.
Yeah, you were like what, like
11
I
months.
remember my dad's funeral, but like I didn't really understand what was happening. The fucking church was packed. I was like 4, so I was like,
a good age to be.
What's going on?
That's a good age to lose your parents. For.
It was a great age because like it was that perfect medium to where I don't have any trauma.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any either. I think people are like, your mom's gone. I'm like, I guess.
A lot of times I feel like people try to put it on.
Yeah,
me.
you don't have trauma. Really, not
you
from
have
the
you
event.
have a longing, I guess. You're like, oh, I'd like to know them, but I don't have the trauma.
Sure, you have like a gay little longing for it, but like it's not like you didn't lose something.
No, I feel
you just kind of didn't have it in the
completely
first
fine.
place.
Yeah. Even like the memories that I remember, I don't be like, I wish I could have. No.
I mean, I have the like. I would have liked to know her. That part.
Yeah.
But like, I don't have to like. Oh man, I have some shit for me. I was like, that was my.
You don't
sister.
have a hole in your
My
soul.
sister was like, she was 12, which is the worst age.
Yeah,
to lose your mom. That sucks.
Yeah, she has trauma.
Yeah, older is not ideal.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Particularly before your teens as a girl, that is like not a good time.
I mean, before your teens, after your childhood is not that's just maximum bad time. That's maximum bad time. You're 20, whatever. That sucks, but like you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
It just feels unfortunate, but like it's whatever, dude.
You got that dog in you. Well, I'm in a dog. We ain't the same.
Damn.
Blonde, blue-eyed German physicist heavily downing Sweeney's scientific education. Stick to Digimon, buddy. Ooh.
Jackpot.
Shots fired.
Got him. Giancarlo Esposito spoke at my school. Not kidding. He's kind of legitimately insane. What could he have possibly said? I don't know. Whatever. You can't answer me. There's no point in asking. Snark Tank nuclear expert. Saying Velveeta with the hard R like Velveeter.
Velveeter.
Velveeter. Vegeta.
I know you're in here, Vegeta. Come out. Come out with your hands up, Vegeta, or else.
That's fucking... Get out of here, Vegeta.
Vegeta.
A fucking hick.
Right?
Fighting...
The guy with the shotgun.
Well,
That did
yeah.
happen.
Well,
Shotgun.
Android. What is that? Super Android 13 was it?
No, it was just. Well, I know that.
Who was the redneck one with the trucker hat?
That was 13.
Was that Super Android 13? Yeah, you fucking Vegeta, get the fuck out of here, Vegeta.
I love that.
Get out of here, Vegeta.
Remember that 17 had a pistol for some reason?
Huh?
17 has a pistol for some reason.
I don't remember that at all.
He has a gun. When they did it, when he went back in the future, when Trunks Back to the Future, some old man shot him from a car, and then he took out his gun, and it's like, why do you have a gun?
Because it's fun. That's it.
Yeah, 'cause it's cool.
literally
It's a fucking robot with a gun. That's sick.
It's literally the only
Yeah,
thing.
but like a gun is so unnecessary for a creature.
Of course, but I feel like it's the same thing with them driving and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Like it's
Yeah, they
completely
drove. They did
unnecessary.
drive. Yeah, and they
I mean,
fucking
Trunks
found
has a sword, and like, why?
Yeah, it's
Like,
just-
it kind of is very dumb.
I'm sure he can actually slice fucking Frieza with his fucking.
You know what's crazy?
With his
Probably
head.
good.
He gets rid of it. That's how dumb it is. He stops. Vegeta's like, stop using that. Why do you need a
sword is
fucking
gay.
sword?
Swords are really gay.
Swords are gay, and so am I.
So am I.
Wow, you're fighting with not your fists, huh?
Dumbass.
Gay.
You gay? I'm gonna go in the hyperbolic time chamber and jack off.
I'm gonna jack off for one nut. That's like technically 3
Don't come in
years
there
long.
with me. It's gay if you come in there with me.
I love the
That's
image
like
of the
old
door
school.
closing.
Yeah, he's slowly becoming more and more like fucking Brian Drummond in my impression for some reason.
I love the looking back at him and that smile.
That's such a great fucking.
That is such a
an
like. Where
iconic-
does that look from? Like, why they draw
He's
him
just-
like
He's
that?
passing Piccolo, I think.
and he's just talking a little bit of shit.
What
but
were
like,
you in there? What were you doing in there? Taking a nap?
But like, it's so villainous.
It's, you know what it is? It's almost like those. You see those images of like horses and dogs from like that weird angle.
Or that angle with
Yeah.
it.
It's so unflattering.
I love
It's
that.
so disrespectful to them.
And it looks like they're like, oh.
They look. The horses look so confused. There's
What is this next to me? I can
Why are
feel
you
the
taking
5G. Thugzilla 2000 versus Super Netanyahu Ultima. GTA 4 swing set glitch. Iconic. Absolutely legendary elite ball knowledge pull right there with that one. You ever do that one?
Do
the swing
what?
set glitch in GTA 4?
Oh, right. I haven't done that in fucking ages.
Well, yeah, but like, I mean, I remember that so distinctly.
That was cool as shit.
It's dope shit. Amazing. I hope there's no way it's gonna be in the new. The new game's gonna be polished to such a shine. Probably there's gonna be no errors in that game at all. It's gonna bother the hell out of me. But-
There was a part of me that like would have liked to have it released in the state that it like whenever they were planning on releasing it later this year.
Yeah.
I know it's relatively done. Like it's like probably.
I mean,
done, probably done.
It's been done for a while. I think
Probably
it's
done.
just all polished and getting shit like to a nice shine.
'Cause one of
because
my
it's a
friends
$1 billion
worked on it.
game, literally.
Right.
One of my
But,
friends worked on it, and he was like, "It's you can play it now. You can play it now.
You could have
It's
played it
that,
years
like,
ago.
It's that like they want every sort of perfection out of it, which kind of makes GTA less cool to me, in my opinion, because I was just recently playing San Andreas like a few days ago, and how much of a disaster that game is, but also how cool it is.
Right.
Because I put on a riot mode,
Yeah,
and it's just explosions of it.
That's
And the
just
cops
fucking-
come after me.
you can't really go far
Oh
because
no,
like
I sit on top of a building.
if you yeah.
Oh really? If I
as
anyone
soon
else
as
is
you,
gonna
if
kill
you
me.
try to drive a car, someone kills you immediately.
My favorite thing ever in that game is you do the thing where you get on a bike and then you get a jetpack. So your bike doesn't go up, but every time there's an incline, you fly off of it.
Yeah.
You just hover off inclines.
But the GTA swing set glitch is iconic. It's good shit.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah.
You remember that? You know what it is?
I didn't play 4 like that.
There was a
You never seen it?
Not that I remember.
Oh wow.
There was a swing set. I don't remember if it was a specific swing set or if it was just swing
It's a
sets in
specific
general.
one.
It was?
It's from my understanding, it was a specific one.
Yeah, I don't remember where it was, but like so basically the swing set is like it's like two triangles like this, and then like one in the middle, and then the swings hang from the bottom. And if you drove a car and pushed into like the middle railing, it would like kind of push it in, and it would fight against you, and then you could launch the car like crazy far, like across the entire map. It was
That's
ridiculous.
hilarious.
There's a compilation. Wow, 4 minutes.
Yeah, dude, it was so doable too. Like I remember doing it very easily.
Okay, so here's somebody. It's at night, so it's not the best one.
Yeah, there it is. Dude, it's so good. I've seen some crazy launches though where they end up in fucking the core of the city, and you're just like, that is wild.
Why are these assholes doing it at night? What are they doing?
It is a crazy thing to do. Like we don't want people to see this.
What the fuck? Wait, what? The car kept going? He got a headache.
He realized what happened and then and then died.
He got up and got a headache and then died.
Genociding Paris so I can let go of my dead brother. Called racist because of the scumbag shirt. True.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, yeah. Jack WFM, fuck Toyota, the lame cunts winning every rally this year, and fuck that French freak Ogier. I don't know any.
That like a French ogre?
Oh, it's probably I'm sure
I don't know anything. I'm sure something has.
It's a racing thing.
Yeah, of course Toyotas are gonna win. They're fucking Japanese cars.
Toyotas are dope.
Out of my way, you can't see. He's gonna eat my butt. Oh, can't you see? He's gonna eat my butt. The SpongeBob. When what is it? Flats.
Yeah.
Was threatening to,
can't you see? Oh, okay, said kick my butt. Oh yeah.
Can't you see? He's gonna eat my butt.
That's right.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
No, he's gonna kick my butt.
No, he's gonna kick my butt.
And it's his dad. That was my favorite. Dude, that episode's great.
He's gonna whoop his dad's ass.
His son is beating his dad at home. It's so crazy. He goes to work and comes home and gets beat up by his son. Now he's gonna kick my butt.
The way he says that is so good. Like he's genuinely worried. He's like, "Oh no." That's great.
Yeah, I met up with my college buddy, Flats. That was crazy to me.
Oh, right.
Was it like Patrick went to college?
Right?
His friends with this guy who's assaulting people?
I mean, Patrick is kind of an assaulter, too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're all fucking unhinged. 3 Gay Men by Matchbox Plenty. 3 Gay Men?
3 Gay Men. I don't
know what the song is.
I only know 2 of their songs. Push.
3 Wise Men.
Because of 3 a.m. probably.
3 a.m.
3 Gay. I see.
Baby, it's 3 Gay Men. I must be horny.
Yeah.
All right, I get it now.
That's Matchbox. Yeah. Matchcox Plenty is pretty good.
Matchcox.
That's not bad at all. What was the Push song? The one that was in...
I wanna push you around.
Well, I will. Well, I will.
Yeah.
I wanna
push you down.
Well, I will. Well, I will. I wanna take you for granted. That's how they all sang like that, man.
Yeah, it was post grunge.
Take you for granted. Yeah, well, I will.
That's plunge.
Do you remember the Fuel? Because they were another one. Fuel. They had a song called "Hemorrhage in My Hands." We're in my hands again. I'm bleeding. It's all post grunge.
Yeah.
They all do the same. Right now, I feel contagious.
It's so weird. I really do think like Stained is kind of the only people that get away with it in some way. Like there's certain songs where like I acknowledge that's what's happening and that's what they're doing, but it doesn't feel as egregious as other songs that do it.
It's very alternative in a way that they kind of escaped a little bit of that.
Yeah, a little bit
being pigeon like oh this is it's trash, but I love it. I don't know.
Yeah,
there's something about it that like
it's like a vocal stem.
Yeah,
where like. I wouldn't want, if I were making a song, I wouldn't want to sound like this. But like, I like hearing it in the same way that it's like, Sega! You know what I mean? Where it's just something that sounds good.
I just needed someone to talk to. You were just too busy.
I don't want to be lonely no more. I don't want to pay for this. At my door. It's just another heartache on
who stole
my
that
list.
song?
Oh, fucking that's I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't remember the fucking name. It's like some British band that like stole that song completely.
Yeah.
Really?
Was that the one that
and my broken heart. All I need a little loving to know. Running on and on falling apart. Yeah. That was 2012 or something. I remember that was like prom time.
Yeah.
And I just remember being
imagine doing that and being
imagine stealing Rob Thomas.
That is kind of funny.
Like, why would you do that? He ended up getting a writing credit on that song.
It's
so clear. Like, that is still to this day the only song I've ever heard that sounds like that. which is why I like it. But then like, so when another one obviously comes along, it's like, bro, you clearly heard.
It's so
Fucking
egregious.
Ice Ice
Rob
Baby.
Thomas.
Like there was
That is the funniest one.
Which one?
Under Pressure and Ice Ice Baby.
That's
Egregious.
that's insanity.
Was there an argument that was not a sample that he tried to
Yes.
make?
Well, that them trying to defend themselves were the only ones arguing that.
So crazy.
Like Vanilla Ice doing an explanation saying there's a little thing at the end that made it different.
No, you don't understand. The Queen one or the Bowie one is dun 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 dun, and ours is dun 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 dun. It's completely different.
There was
It's literally the same piano key. It's the same. It's the same song. It's
now
the
is
same
that
thing.
officially a Queen song or is that a Bowie song?
I don't remember. I think it's
a Bowie song technically.
Like it's actually like it's like
I think
featuring Queen.
I think Under Pressure,
Under Pressure
is a Bowie song.
specifically a Bowie. I literally don't know.
Because when
I actually don't know either.
When I've looked it up, I feel like
yeah,
I've only found it under Bowie, but I could be wrong.
You might be right.
It sounds right because it sounds more like I think it's that. I think.
Yeah, I feel like it would be. Yeah, I don't know.
God, I love that song, dude.
It's a great song.
Yeah, it's a Bowie song.
Well, no, it says Queen. Well, it says Queen.
They might have
David
both released
Bowie.
it.
So they might just have both like the same credit.
Oh yeah, it's Queen and David Bowie.
So it probably has because like if you go,
Isn't
so it's
it
one of those
Queen?
things like if you do, it's just so stupid. I hate the distributors on like the music distributor. If you want to say, for example, if we do a thing and we wanted to have the same credit,
Yeah.
like instead of it being you as a feature,
Yeah.
you have that is like considered like a separate artist. So for example, I had to get
it's like a band,
yeah,
right?
I had
Like-
to get an account to allow me to have multiple artists because I couldn't just I made a side thing that I wanted to collab with. And they were like, "Oh, you need to have a multi account." And I'm like, "What do you mean multi? It's me, the artist, and I just want to collab with this other artist. And you can't do that. You have to put it as something else. It's just basically a way to suck more money out of you.
Yeah.
If you have a to be fair, I know there's other distributors that might have different rules. Like Sound Drop might be one that you can get away because I think it's only like $1 to distribute,
Yeah.
which is and it's free. Other than that,
Yeah.
they probably just steal more of your money. You know, it's fine though.
Yeah. Anyway, next time Kingston spoils something, bite his dick. Big Meaty Stinks.
his dick,
Canola
that's
Joe has teamed up with Pizza Time. That's a dangerous combo. A fucking
is.
greasy, oily man with a hot magma cheese, man. That's a bad combination. You're in for a rough.
You're
time.
fucked. You're fucked.
Raining down
on me. Raining down on you. Oh, what's this for?
That's crazy. Like that's an iconic collab if you think about it. Like, did they
Think about it.
but
What
it's
do you
like-
mean?
no,
It's
what I mean by that
legendary.
is you think about like.
At the time, they probably had no clue.
It was at the time they probably didn't know how iconic they were gonna become.
Was
Yeah,
that
it is
early in
good,
their
yeah.
careers? Was that early in both of their careers?
Well, I
Bowie-
mean, I think they were still incredibly, but like even in the midst of you being really popular, it's not. You don't have any legacy credentials. You don't have that aura of like you're the greatest of all time kind of a thing. Like a Metallica, right? Even when they were doing their old '80s shit and they were really popular, you had there's no looking back. So now you look back on. Oh, imagine if Slayer and Metallica made a song together, and that way later it would be like, damn, that's never gonna happen again, kind of a thing.
I feel like they don't have any wild collabs like that anymore in music because I think as music's become so like people just work together.
Nothing that like big that I can think of off the top of my head. Like, were you thinking about some of the
Nothing huge. Yeah, nothing
Has
huge.
Michael or anyone that's been crazy? Like a crazy
Who?
Michael
What?
Jackson? Well, he worked with Whitney Diana Ross.
I think he did a lot of like
Diana
good
Ross,
stuff
and I
back
think
in
that's,
the day.
He did one with The Simpsons.
Lisa, it's your birthday is a fucking that's a jam.
that song is great.
That's a jam.
Has you ever Stevie Wonder before? I feel like Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder had to work together at least once.
That's it.
But
good question.
Stevie's more contemporary jazz, and
That's a
Michael was
good
more
question.
disco and shit.
You know, there was a collab. So Babyface is a good producer, but he's not. No one really gives a shit about him as an artist. Really, he's an R&B singer.
Well, I mean,
Well, look, I'm saying in the outside,
Yeah.
outside of R&B. Like if you're not a huge R&B fan, no, you don't know who the fuck Babyface is. You might have heard some songs he produced or something, but he did a song with Stevie Wonder that is fire. But it's just unfortunate that like I said, no one gives a fuck about Babyface.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like one of those things where I'm like, damn, this was such a good song, but you're not a face like Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder's like fucking the GOAT.
Yeah. Marilyn Monroe most definitely pegged JFK.
I hope so.
Oh crap!
Oh, fuck me in the ass.
Stevie Wonder produced "Just Good Friends" by Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Who cares?
Oh, yeah.
You knew that?
It makes sense when you're saying that.
Who cares?
Who cares? Fuck my ass now.
Fuck my ass.
Fuck my ass, Marilyn. How did she sound? I never even heard her speak.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Probably Mexican.
sure.
Marilyn Manson.
No, Marilyn Monroe.
She's like, we're all stars now.
Well, she's Mexican.
At the Dope Show.
She is.
Isn't that crazy?
She's Mexican.
Yeah.
What's her real name? Do you know?
Marilyn Monroe was Mexican.
Do you know her real name?
No.
Well, okay.
She was actually like, was she like from Mexico, or was she just like a Mexican?
I can't remember exactly. Like it was.
I never knew she was Mexican ever.
Yeah, they specifically made her tone down her Mexicanness.
I wouldn't have fucked her if I would have known that.
They blonded her up.
They probably would have fucked her more because of that. I feel like JFK, he'd be like, I'm Alpha Adventure.
Well, JFK absolutely
that
knew.
spicy
JFK
fat ass.
knew everything about it, probably.
You
He
spicy
knew-
fat
he knew-
Latina.
He knew exactly where everything was.
That is so crazy. That like, man, I don't know.
What, that they minimize people's ethnic backgrounds to be white? Crazy, huh?
It is kind of wild.
Let's see. I'm going to put in Mexican.
Chris,
Ask not what gay people can be gay for you, but ask what a gay is gay.
That's what a gay.
just flood.
She Mexican roots through her mother, Gladys.
Mother.
Gladys is such an old name that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Gladys Pearl Monroe. Okay, so she was still a Monroe.
Yeah.
But so that was her mother's name, though. So I wonder what her dad's name was.
Probably Jeffrey
He was
Monroe.
born in Piedras Negras. What does Piedras mean? Do you know? Anyone?
Piedras?
Yeah.
No clue what it means off the top of my
that
head.
sounds. I have no fucking concept.
That sounds like not colloquial. That sounds like not conversational Spanish.
Yeah, that sounds either formal or just like Mexican specifically.
She also visited Mexico several times. So she went all around Mexico. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't that wild? Isn't that a weird fact?
Yeah, never.
I didn't know that until the last like 4 years.
Okay. Well, there you go.
There you go, a little fact. You learn things on this show. See, we have educational value.
So she's just like, yeah. So she's ethnically Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Dandy Andy, leader of the Spiderfucker Party, Krillin and Kingpin in a debate. Instain in the mem stain. Instain in the stain.
Instain in the stain. That sucks.
That sucks, but it's also the best one I've heard, I think, so
It's
far.
good.
Instain in the mem stain. Instain in the stain. It's such a fucking...
It is
like
rhyming itself with it. I love that. People rhyme bitch with bitch. It's my favorite thing on the planet.
I think my favorite line ever is I think it was 2 Chainz. It's either 2 Chainz. I think it's I call her Big Booty because she got a big booty.
Flat out.
Whoa.
Flat out. You know what's crazy? 2 Chainz has been on a really amazing run with projects the last year and a half. And it's like, where did
Has
this...
he?
Yeah, dude. It's like, where did this
He
talent
did the soundtrack
come
to Expedition
from?
33.
That's crazy. He produced the whole thing, and it's like, yeah, I just thought while I was here smoking weed, you know, being a good black father, why don't I produce music for this song?
I'd be like, that's not true. There's nothing on here about fucking bitches because that's
Not everything got to be about that.
That's only he sings about.
If you knew French, then you know that it actually is.
It actually is.
It's insane how he was such a fucking a scholar student. Like he was like an amazingly intelligent young man who played basketball and sold drugs at the same time.
Cool.
Yeah, he was one of those anomalies that actually is well educated, degrees type shit. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna start rapping about bitches and drugs.
He's like, oh, I like music more. I'm gonna produce shit and then just make
He's
music.
way taller than I thought.
He's huge.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He's a huge person.
I saw him like next to Shannon Sharp. He towers over Shannon, and Shannon's like 6 something, right? So
Yeah,
I was like,
he is a big guy. He's a ball player.
Big bad Beetleborg smoker smoking Kingston. Gids, fuck Israel and Tel Aviv. I said fuck him too.
Ayo.
Damn, fuck you,
Your
Aviv.
mother should have been pushed down the stairs when she carried you. Death Stranding 3, Kojima's search for more feet.
Is there a lot of feet in there?
Not really.
There's more than
Or
none.
maybe there's less, and that guy wants more feet.
There's more than none.
There is a scene, I guess, where Elle Fanning takes her shoes off, but it's not like a foot scene, really. I don't know. That's interesting.
Did you finish the game yet?
No,
Mm.
I'm like,
How long is that game?
So as long as you could mainline it theoretically, but like I'm trying to unlock a bunch of crazy because I keep seeing gameplay of that game that's like it reminds me of like Breath of the Wild or like Tears of the Kingdom, where I'm like, I didn't even know that was here. How the fuck do I get that shit? Like I didn't know there was a jetpack in fucking Death Stranding and shit. Like, I was like, what
In the first one?
Yeah. The first game's crazy. It's just like you build an arsenal of shit that you're just like. I don't recognize anything that people are doing.
Did you get the bike?
Yeah, the bike's like one of the first things you get.
The one you lay down in?
Oh no, not the one you lay down in.
I saw that and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Stop killing gays. Kevin Durant's feet. Lily's brother steers with the car's radio knobs. Fuck you, I'm paying my TV license, bitch. Mr. Pants. Senpai Chris's eyes are so fuckable. Ooh, you gay? Jesus Christ. I don't like that at all.
So disrespectful.
Fuckface unstoppable. Cardboard pie. I replaced my the R's on my Dodge Ram with W's, and now my engine sounds like Take On Me. Hot to go. FAGGOT bros. I'm so gay. I fuck men's holes. Duck Dynasty Warriors.
Holy shit!
Just shotguns and rifles or something like that.
I'd be like, I would play that.
Murdering ducks as the Duck Dynasty crew.
I don't give a shit about those guys, but that would make me give a shit about them.
That would have been a smart idea. Duck Dynasty Warriors.
That would have been sick as fuck. Because they've collabed with other things. They had Hyrule.
Yeah.
The Hyrule thing. They had a Gundam one.
Yeah. Gundam, Hyrule, Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty.
Match made in heaven, I think. Why not?
Come on.
I think Duck Dynasty Warriors is a crazy idea.
I would fucking
That's like
play
Marvel
the
versus
shit out of it.
HBO or something. Where you're just like
crazy. That's crazy. Fucking Captain America fighting Jon
Joel
Snow.
Miller.
Joel Miller versus Joel Miller. It would be
Joel Miller versus
Spider-Man.
Joel Miller versus Spider-Man versus Larry David.
Does anyone golf in the Marvel universe?
I don't know.
No.
Thinking me, oh man,
I feel like a lot of them golf.
Maybe Kingpin.
Yeah.
Kingpin fights Joel
with golf clubs. I just wanted to get the shit kicked out of him.
I like the idea of Joel bashing in Kingpin's head with a brick,
or
like just doinking him with a brick.
Capcom versus. So we can do Capcom versus HBO. And then you get Frank West, who I know uses golf clubs in one of his kit.
You're right.
And then he can beat the piss out of Joel Miller. And it does extra damage. It does 2x.
That's crazy. No, it has a higher crit rate.
Okay.
It crits on 18, 19, and 20 against it.
Squeezing my balls like a clown nose. Empire of Silence. Can we get 5 big booms for Tel Aviv? Boom, 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 boom. Blue, the magenta wrung out like towels by Mr. Vic. Imagine saying, what the fuck? What am I supposed to say with this?
Say it. Say it! Say it!
Imagine saying grape instead of Arilla. Argorilla? Is that it?
Ape.
Oh, R-ape?
So
People say that?
people say grape instead of
But
rape.
people say R-ape?
I mean, no. So for the audio listeners
Yeah,
and everybody
yeah.
who's very confused listening to this,
Me.
Maybe I can put it up here. You see, this is the it's like emojis. So like, imagine saying grape emoji instead of saying capital R and then a gorilla emoji. So I was like, what the fuck am I reading?
Oh, because it's an ape and not a gorilla.
Yeah, but I was like, our gorilla.
Our gorilla.
But yeah, saying grape instead of rape is crazy. Like, I hate it so deeply. Search Peter Lorre fish
Our
battle.
ape is funny. That's
One
so
of our friends said
stupid.
that in person. I was like, don't say that.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, Chris was there.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, my friend
He
said grape.
blocked it out.
She said grape. She's like, no, I mean the real thing. And I was like, don't say. Just say the
did it-
real thing.
I don't remember this at all.
I'm not gonna say who it was, but one of our friends said that.
You're
Was it at an Inkwell?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
like in an
You're like,
actual
what are you
conversation?
It's because of the fact that people conversationally say that work on the internet. So if you're going to conversationally say that instead of saying the real thing. But she was like, I'm sorry, I took myself out of it for a moment. And she was like, nah, it's this.
Search Peter Lorre fish battle. Adam ruins everything, but it's super Adam.
What, are they gonna put a fucking demonetized fucking dollar sign on her
I
fucking
said that.
mouth?
I said that they're not going to demonetize our dinner. I said that.
That's fucking. The internet needs to be stopped, man.
It is crazy. Adam ruins everything, but it's a super atom bomb striking the north coast of America. Shirt of a tooth gap taking up half his front teeth. Shirt of tooth gap taking up half his front teeth? I don't understand.
This time I said that during an episode with me and Lily, where like my tooth gap takes up most of my mouth, so it was just like my fucking my incisor teeth, and it just like,
that would just end up looking like you just lost all your teeth, though. I think
that just looks insane.
Yeah, I guess so. Right?
Dr. Octopus's gay evil twin, Dr. Cock No Puss.
I like that. Not bad.
Smitchy the Kid, foul tarnished. Me tink me guan take Kingston's life.
Oh,
Damn. Stepping up.
Indiana Jones and the jorking of the crystal penis.
Dorking.
My new D&D weapon, +4 bludgeoning hamster in a sock. Yush. In a New York accent, I'm scared of sharks, so I always swim with a gun.
What the?
Stupid.
Dumb. Listen to them. The children I will speak come. They make the ultra faggot. Craig the Canadian. Ultra Lord. Every day we stray further from the damn train, CJ. That's pretty good.
That's good.
I like that one. It's your boy Shawnee D, and thank God for Asian women, and thank God for Stellar Blade nude mods. You guys are fucking
Jackpot.
You guys
Oh yeah,
are
that
just-
shit's on PC now. I was like, oh good lord.
Oh yeah.
The nude
Good lord.
The nude mod community is such a blessing on this earth, man.
They really are so dedicated. God bless
They're
them.
good, man. If the coding is easy, they are.
Even if it's not easy,
I can't-
man.
They figure it out, but it's like unfortunate because it's usually like janky.
I just can't
It's
imagine
it's like
being
World War Z, but like to the code, and they're trying to get it. They're just running at the wall, just trying to climb.
climbing over people, suffocating other people.
I'm
along the
gonna
way.
get.
Many-
I'm gonna make.
I just- it's
Chun-Li
crazy.
nude. I'm gonna do it.
It's crazy to me that there's just like a
Yes.
group of people that like, imagine being so horny that you learn Blender.
Yeah,
You know, or like that you learn 3D
I'm sure
Studio
that's
Max.
exactly how they learned it too.
I feel like it's a convenient, like, oh, I'm horny and I have by chance no Blender.
And I, by chance, have a game engine. Crazy. Cumshot Gaming TM, Hassan Piker is a champagne socialist. A Markiplier fan is selling Brazine on eBay. If you all want to try it, by the way. Got some. Chris was right. Yeah, that shit's crazy. It's... you remember the Brazine?
No, what was this about?
The artificial sugar that Markiplier gave to me at
right,
at
right.
a Christmas party.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. It really is. It's something. I don't need it though. I'm good. Using the remote from click to pause time, Code Kingston from head to toe and come, resume time, and then watch what he does from afar. Classic.
Waste
Lily
of power.
leaving Kingston for a jinx. Kingston comes to terms with his gayness when he finally hooks up with Sween's dad. I don't even understand what's happening anymore. Getting niggy with it.
Huh?
Get
Niggy with it. Oh, that's old school. That's classic.
That's a classic, yeah. I'm pretty sure Will Smith said that by mistake during the song at least twice.
Probably.
Unbelievable.
Hearing him say the word nigga is crazy.
Have you heard his
Because
new song?
I heard him freestyle, and the freestyle is not bad, but his flow, like if someone else rapped it, it'd be better.
Like pretty girls.
I didn't hear no song.
I like pretty. Dude, you know what he did? I was actually, I didn't get around to it because there's a new thing that if you type a certain word in the comment section, it'll automatically send you something by that person. So I don't know if it's available for everybody, but so he's like, if you comment remix, it'll send the instrumental. He wanted people to remix his song. And I was like, oh, jackpot. I was like, I hit remix and some people immediately clocked why I did that.
They were like, we know him.
I didn't get around to it, but I was like, oh, I wonder, he'll probably see it too if I would have been on it, but I kind of missed the window.
Yeah.
It came out last week or 2 weeks ago, and it
2
was
weeks ago.
yeah.
Anyway,
He's rapping again. I'm like, look, dude, maybe you're just old.
I don't want it. Yeah, I want him to first gray. I want him to gray. I want him to accept it that he's old.
I want all of them to gray. A lot of them are just older now, and that's fine. I'd still fuck with them if they were still good. Like Marshall, fucking with black. He's like, dude, you're old. Stop.
I can't.
Damn, it's fine.
I can't stand men dyeing their fucking hair in their 50s. I can't.
It's insane.
It's just like I think gray-ish, like a little salt and pepper, looks
Yeah.
kind of cool.
I think for some people it might gray weird, it might streak in weird ways, and maybe that's why
That's
they
for
do it.
me. My hair gray's strange.
I think it's
Just how it is. I'm not bothered by it though. That's the thing.
I wouldn't really care. Like the thing to me is
I
like
just don't give
if
a
I were
fuck.
to dye my hair at all because it would be gray, I would probably just dye it gray. You know what I mean? Or just
completely
like
great, or you can stylize it though.
yeah.
But they're
I want
graying it all-
the J. Jonah Jameson. That's what I want.
That's sick as fuck, dude.
It's fucking that.
But they're
that's-
like graying it all out though. That's the thing that I have a problem with.
yeah.
You know, if they were stylizing it like, oh, it's all patchy, they're like, oh, you know, maybe just like I said, a streak or a J. Jonah, like a JJ would be awesome.
yeah.
But they're like, oh, I don't want anybody to know that I'm fucking obviously been around for decades. Like, we know, dude.
Although how old is Eminem? How old is Eminem?
Eminem?
He's like 50 now.
He's got to be. He's definitely in his 50s.
He's
yeah.
50 now. At
When do you
least.
gray?
When you gray, most people start in their 40s.
I mean, I started in my teens,
But
but I'm rare.
I'm saying most people start
Most
in their 40s.
most people start graying in their 30s.
No, most
Really?
people start in their 40s.
I know we're starting at 30s.
I have my friends are in their late 30s and
Maybe
they're only
not.
barely starting to gray.
I know people that are in maybe like 34, 35 that start graying on their beards.
Some of them, especially the people that you can if you remember as a kid, there were people that were young that already started growing hair, like very young. Like maybe you're in 6th grade and some motherfucker already had a mustache.
Yeah.
Those people gray the fastest because they've had the hair the longest. So it's all about like me. I was
Is
like,
that how that works? That doesn't sound
yes,
like how
absolutely.
it works.
That's absolutely how it works.
52.
It's why I'm 37 and I have like 2 strands of gray hair because it took me forever to get any fucking facial hair at all. It's an age thing.
No,
Some of it sure.
I
it's-
see
So
what
you're
saying.
older, but like if your fucking hair follicles don't kick in until later, they're not as old as other people's.
Oh no, I don't know. I that doesn't sound wrong, but I feel like
Well,
I think
it's
random.
just by observation. Just
Yeah.
look at people look at your peers, the ones that didn't have anything, just like you. It's gonna take you a long time to get gray hairs because you didn't have like a fucking
found,
beard
like,
in high school.
I guess so. Yeah, I found like 1 or 2 in my entire life.
Yeah, like like it's the hairiest people that like I know a guy that he had a fucking beard when he was 15, and he's fucking gray as shit now.
Lily's
Just because it's
hair's
just
starting
like
to come in gray.
it's just a weird
All the
thing.
hair on the sole of my foot is gray.
Yeah,
You know what's really weird? I'm not hairy except for like my
crazy.
upper shoulders.
That's crazy.
But the hair here is brown. Some of the hair here, like over here, is brown on
Yeah,
my
that's
body.
weird.
And
And
I
then
just don't know why. I don't know why.
There is you can't take genetics
bit,
out of it
yeah.
too. Even with what I'm talking about, Ethan Klein's a great example of that. I don't think he's not a hairy person, but he clearly got the short end of the stick in genetics where he grayed. I think he started graying in his 20s.
Ethan
Klein.
HT,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think he started graying.
He
in
was
his-
great
in his
since I've
20s.
seen him.
Yeah.
Since he's been great.
So he genetically cursed.
He's like a Taylor Hicks kind
He
of.
was
person.
like that shit's crazy.
But he keeps all of his hair though.
I
He's got a
still
good
don't
hairline.
believe Taylor Hicks, man. It just doesn't seem real to
What's
me.
up? Who's Alex again?
Ethan.
That guy from American Idol, right? We're talking about that guy.
Oh yeah, are you asking about Taylor Hicks?
Yeah, who's that? I forget.
He's
who
like
it is.
an American Idol guy. He's the gray guy.
He's a gray. He's actually a gray.
Yeah, he's
That's
crazy. He's actually a Roswell alien.
You're absolutely dreadful, you gray.
I'd
Do
rather.
you even have a voice box?
Is that Simon Cowell you're talking about?
Yeah, I can't do it. I haven't heard his voice in forever. I don't remember what he sounds like.
You're gay.
Would you be
Yeah,
more
yeah, you just-
accepting of seeing like a extremely horrifying looking like demonic creature or a gray run through your living room? Like you're getting water, like you're coming out
rather
your
see a
bedroom.
gray. I'd
You're
rather
coming
see
out your bedroom, right?
Any day.
You're coming out your bedroom, right? You're going to go to the bathroom, and you see a gray sprint right past like the hallway.
I'll take that over a demonic thing that looks terrifying.
I think I'd take the demonic thing.
You're stupid.
You're
Because
stupid. You're a stupid person.
Because the demonic thing feels less real, and I need that to lock in. I feel like a gray feels more real to me, and I'm not ready.
I would just take my
at all.
chances with a gray because I'm assuming they're not like super powerful and dense like a demon would be usually.
I think I can body blow
Usually
a demon.
demons are all jacked and huge and shit.
I think I can body blow a demon until it dies. I think
All right,
this is
yeah,
body
okay.
blows.
All right, yeah, no problem. Yeah,
Well,
sure.
multiple gay Beatles, multiple gay Beatles, several horny Falmer,
Some really strong
and
ones.
Salacious Crumb running a train on Kingston for spoiling Expedition 33.
That's
crazy.
That's
Drip
it,
MH.
probably. That's probably him.
Drip MH, the Lord of all drip. Beetle Hooker in his beetle fishnets sucking beetle dick for beetle meth.
So sad.
Obi won't you blow me? So gaped they call him Slip In Jimmy. Kremlin to Gremlin. 500,000 page manifesto about molesting Sween. The amazing digital circus is peak right now. Harry Rectum. Kingston humor be like, imagine if instead of SpongeBob SquarePants, it's Sponge Nig Kebab.
That's fucking peak.
That's very good.
It's very accurate.
God damn, that's so funny.
Wage slave 583. Wage slave 583. Sween, please wake up. You've been in a coma for 2 years. You fell and hit your head after getting a blumpkin at the FurCon. Papini Brothers, Jeffrey Epstein in Minecraft movie be like, I am Steen. Donk Donkerson, the colon swinging slasher. PP gay Christmas album when. OKC with the highest point differential in NBA history, and people want to be like, Lugent's Dort was too rough on D. Shut up, bitch.
Vex.
It's amazing how little I understood of any of that fucking sentence.
Lily sent me a video yesterday.
That might as well have been fucking Egyptian hieroglyphics.
People, you know,
me be fishy.
You know, it's just dumb.
Me be fishy. A mean lesbian. Poop 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 shit poop.
Wow.
This was paid for. John Strickland. John Strickland, Mercs 1889. My favorite Dr. Hartman bit was when he's prescribing Viagra as antidepressants. Oh, yeah, that's right. What are you showing him now? Kingston is showing a video.
What is he doing? Why is he
to Derek.
What?
He's dying.
Oh, fuck. Well, that
guy's in so much pain, it's insane.
What does it matter? Why?
What does it matter? What does it matter? I don't know, Chris.
I don't get it.
Do you see that 17-year-old bodybuilder chick that
I mean, he's fine. Pre-Roz, Blake 896.
the 17-year-old bodybuilder that killed herself on accident?
That's unfortunate to hear.
Well, she didn't kill herself. It was actually the coach, technically, because like
It's even more unfortunate.
she was going for a max, like she was super strong, 17, probably like lived in Turkey or something like that, and I think she was going for a max of like 700 or something like that.
For a 17-year-old?
She's like, yeah, she's really strong. Thing is, she can't really reach the bar that well, so they put stacked rubber mats.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Rubber mats, dude. So of course,
she slips.
dead.
Oh my god! They don't have the things. They don't have the garters so it doesn't fall all the way.
No, that guy killed her. It was crazy.
That is fucking insane.
It was crazy. It
That's
happened a few
real?
months ago. Yeah.
Shit like
Happened
that
a few
is so
months ago.
sad, man. It's just like that's
Don't
just
do
a,
shit
It was
like that,
so
man.
stupid that it's like no one's gonna stop her. Stack like that much weight balancing on rubber mats is crazy.
balancing on you. You're going to slip. You're just gonna shift you out of the way because you're not that. Oh man.
Yeah, it was pretty
That's
cool.
so unfair. That's a kid. That's what makes it even really sad. That's a young person.
Yeah.
They got so much more life. Nah, man.
I got Lockjaw doing graveyard shifts at the dick sucking factory, and all I got was Lockjaw, as previously mentioned. Netanyahu sounds like the guy from the Arby's ads. I took her to my attic and I framed it. Arby's.
We have the dicks.
Free Palestine is the equivalent of saying Hail Hitler in the modern world. I wish someone would have threw something at him.
Who?
Like a big ass watermelon, just like
Did he say that?
yes, out his own mouth. He said that.
He said, yeah.
He said out of his own mouth.
He said a lot of stuff.
He said out his own face. He said that. That came out of his mouth. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Fucking wild.
Yeah, you know.
Alt timeline, Gears of War 2, where Dom finds his decrepit wife and he proceeds to blow her back out.
Right there.
Let's
go. I miss you, Maria.
She's still alive too. She's
Fuck.
like, she's still alive and thick and everything. And just like,
She's just fucking
That's
there.
fucking
She's
evil.
taking it, though.
Sweeney spoils my parents' death, then kills them.
your parents die in 20 minutes.
Creator of the transparent
Pass her over, Dom.
cleaning meta on YouTube. Creator of the transparent cleaning meta on YouTube. Have you seen that? The transparent cleaning?
No, what is it?
Do me a favor, since you guys got your phones, look it up.
Transparent cleaning?
Look up transparent cleaning on YouTube right now.
What is it?
Just do it.
Am I going to hate this?
I would be surprised. It's just kind of weird that it exists, but like it's definitely not hateable.
It's like bitches wearing like transparent clothes.
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah. You got it.
What is this?
It's porn, basically.
What is, I could see.
There's
Locking in.
wait. Flip the camera. Flip it while it's on me. No, not when it's on you. Yeah, flip it.
My camera?
Yes. Oh, I'm looking at a disclaimer.
I know. I'm just going to get there. It's gotta,
Can you
it's so the algorithm doesn't get us in trouble.
This motherfucker can't just.
Oh, no, this one doesn't.
Weren't
okay.
you just watching it?
You're not even. You didn't click the right thing. You
I
clicked on the
did.
one thing that isn't the thing.
Well, Alas.
It's over. It's over. Just keep going.
Man,
I don't know how you screwed that
you're
up.
like a hitman for material.
That's more material, dude. I'm literally letting it be more.
Das goopy.
I hit that for material. It's funny.
Jerking it with so much lotion, my balls stop being wrinkly. It's crazy.
Damn, you
That's
pulled it
insane.
off. Good job, man.
Fucking de-wrinkled your fucking balls. You
Good job.
steamed your balls. My AirPod died at work today, and my phone played the RFK worm barrel bit out loud. Now my pharmacist does the RFK voice. That's awesome.
Oh,
I forgot the worm barrel bit. I don't even remember what that was.
I can't remember
It is
that
insane how little I remember, man.
Oh yeah, there was like a barrel. He had like a barrel of worms or something. That's right.
There's so many worms in here. Harry Knobber and the Throater of Gags Caban. That's Ziggy, I think.
Harry Knobber.
Harry Knobber.
And
Young
the-
Colin hanging himself on a
hot.
ceiling fan. Can fat Ethan Klein be called as a witness against the Ozempic cocaine Ethan Klein?
Ozempic cocaine.
Look, I don't mean to conspire or spread rumors, but like he's clearly on cocaine, right? Like he's clearly doing coke. Because every clip I see of him, he sniffs like mega hard every other like sentence.
I mean, he has what you call.
So
No,
has,
it's not.
No. He has Tourette's. That is one thing, but it does look like he's strung out. It just does look like he's
No, but
strung
what I'm
out.
saying is like
There's the sniffing.
he's doing things that I've never seen him do. I've been watching him a long time. I've never seen him sniff.
he did not have sniffs like
and
that.
it's not even like he's like, oh, he's under the weather. Like it's happening consistently.
So he lives in a place and rubs shoulders with people that do party. Party.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if it was cocaine. I also know there's certain uppers that can kind of destroy your nasal canal too, that you can snort stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So it could be anything. It could be just, he could be one of those people that thinks he's doing better. I'm not doing cocaine, but he's like snorting Zoloft or something. So it's like that. But something is
something, right?
fucking
like it's,
obvious.
The sniffing is very obvious.
And
to
the
me.
thing that annoys me is that like his crew is just watching him do this.
That's the
It's
biggest
just-
sad. That's the saddest aspect
Like
of it.
you know that at the very end of the debate with him and Hassan, like Hassan just said, "Hey, Dan, please stop babying Ethan," and then he's like, "I'm not babying him." And it's like, okay, all right, man. Like he just got mad. I'm not babying him. It's like, bro, come on. Yes.
Anyway,
you know you are.
Yeah.
Come on.
Strike yarn. $25 for you because I'm killing the game right now. Pirate software. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly Brave. Who's New York Nick? A Theory needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3. Penis, Nafram, Melphus 1. And rounding out our list, as always, you know who it is.
Yay.
The king of haphazard.
The Mace of Marlong Ball is going to be in your bedroom tonight. You have two choices. You'll figure them out later.
Shut up, nigga.
All right, bye.